It's going to be a crazy day. It's going to be a crazy day. You ready for a crazy day, Terry Free?
Yes, I am.
I'll take that as a yes.
I actually am.
Terry's so smooth. You don't even sense the craziness as far as any typical day is concerned. You can smell, you can feel, you can taste the craziness all over T-Man, baby. Who wants to get in line for that?
Wow, all over you?
Oh, Terry, it's going to be a crazy day. I mean, Vinnie the Pooh is flying down here. He's getting on a plane. He's landing in San Jose. He doesn't even want to have to travel that far. He's going to land right in San Jose. Is that right? What time's your flight land there, Vinnie the Pooh?
It lands at like 2:53, I think it is.
We'll be there to pick you up around 6:53. You don't mind waiting a couple of minutes, do you?
It's okay.
Okay, 2:53. Who out there in San Jose wants to house Vinnie the Pooh for a good 3-4 hours? It's like host a sailor. Come on. Someone out there. Who's offering?
Oh, boy.
Plenty of people.
It's a big day.
I thought he was hanging with Angel.
You know, the next just bunch of days are going to be huge days as far as your calendar is concerned, as far as your life's concerned. You got, well, the Bomb 2007 today. You got Game 6, Warriors, Mavericks, don't you know? You got Kentucky Derby coming up Saturday. You got Oscar De La Hoya against Floyd Mayweather. You got Britney Spears starting her new tour, Terry. I mean, she could barely sing to save her life, but still, that's significant. You understand the significance of all this? Jessica Simpson's going to be in Vegas this weekend, which means we all go to Vegas. The party plane to Vegas was just us taking a bunch of listeners. I say everyone, just a mass exodus from wherever you are. We all go down to Vegas this weekend. Let's all do it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm there.
But it all begins tonight. It all begins right now, Terry. I mean, I even, to get the ball rolling this morning, have a T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
Which anyone who's a regular listener of any kind knows I don't read more than once a week, so why we call it the T-Man email of the day?
T-Man's email of the day.
Why I do
that.
Just so I can hear Steven sing in the most dripping, nauseating way, I have no answers to this.
Yeah,
Now I have to see it in person. I've never seen it before. It's not good.
You've seen Steven sing the jingle, so there's an accompanying face that's as disturbing as the jingle sound itself, is what you're saying.
Very distinct face, yes.
Uh-huh.
Should have me bring out the wheel. See what that looks like.
I was just getting ready to ask you. I wanted to see.
But you've used that line before.
You excited about tonight there, ATP? What's the ultimate goal as far as you're concerned in your Bomb 2007 experience? If there's one thing that you're like, if that could happen, that would be what would be the end all.
Honestly,
what is that? Yes. What's the one thing you would love to have happen tonight? Yes.
That is
I can wave my T-Man magic wand and say, Vinnie the Pooh, I can make that happen for you.
Honestly, is to show up Friday morning on time and functional.
That is not your goal.
Come on.
I swear on everything is my goal.
If that worked out for you. I mean, everything's your goal. Fine, you have a lot of goals. I'm asking for your one, if you could have one dream come true for tonight's extravaganza. What would it be?
To have...
You think about that.
Oh, okay.
All right, obviously I've hit you too early this morning. Hit you too early. Your goals are not as lofty as they should be in this world. Everyone should have big goals.
Big goals.
To show up to work on time. No, that's mandatory. It's not a goal.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
We'll come back. We'll get things started right after these words.
The T-Man Show. The Britster is back.
The Britster.
Britney Spears ended her 3-year performance hiatus Tuesday night.
Yes, Terry, I don't know if you got the memo. The Britster's back. Did you hear about this or not?
I did, I think.
The Britster is back.
Oh, yes.
Britney Spears ended her 3-year performance hiatus Tuesday night by opening up to a packed house at the House of Blues in San Diego.
Yeah, fire code 130. She's doing not the biggest venues in the world. Maybe you heard about it, Terry. She's trying to get her feet wet back in the concert going world by performing in front of 150, 200 people. Maybe get a close look at their faces to try to analyze whether they're thinking, wow, this girl can't sing at all. Maybe that's the thought. Maybe she just wants to put a toe in the water, but she's going from San Diego's Hard Rock or wherever it was, House of Blues, to Las Vegas's House of Blues, and she is not coming anywhere close to the sizable arenas that she used to perform in front of. But these are all the choices you make when you're The Britster.
The Brits.
The 15-minute-long set featured Toxic and 4 other Brit classics, a wardrobe change, some lip syncing, and the luckiest fan in the world.
Yeah, and shaking the lip syncing out of her performance routine there, Terry.
Yeah, that's what I
Gotta
hear.
give the people what they want.
Oh,
the people
yeah.
demand you lip sync when you're at a concert
The
live.
luckiest fan in the world.
Right?
But things were even more toxic offstage.
Luckiest fan in the world, what? At the end of the concert, caught her wig when she threw it out to the crowd, or what? What is it? They never really specify what the luckiest fan was. They were the closest to the stage. What was it?
I think they were left outside because of the fire code.
Yeah, maybe
They weren't able to
that's
get in.
it.
They were the first one not allowed in.
Yes.
Yes, spared the
The
agony.
luckiest fan in the world.
Ah,
But things were even more toxic offstage.
This is getting ridiculous.
As Brit's tour bus was pulled over on the way to the gig. This California highway patrolman seems amused at first, and then, as any good cop would, he calls in Brit to his dispatch.
oh, so to speak. As any good cop would, he calls Brittany into his dispatch. What's the code for that, Terry?
I don't know.
And then, as any good cop would, he calls in Brit to his dispatch. But the officer soon feels the heat of the paparazzi.
I don't mind you guys taking pictures, just kind of back up as well.
And as the crowd gathers and backup is called in, the cops reveal the bus was pulled over because of the paparazzi.
Oh, jeez.
My officers see one thing recklessly, someone's going to jail. But we're getting 911 calls from civilians of paparazzi keeping traffic back.
Well, we don't know anything about that, sir. Yeah, I've heard and read a lot about that paparazzi people. But, yeah, that's not us. I can guarantee you that.
Poor guy.
I swear
that has
on
to
my
be
mother.
played.
No, any paparazzi here? No, not us. You're the wrong crew. I like when police officers know what's going on. We're getting a lot of calls about the paparazzi.
Someone's going to jail. But we're getting 911 calls from civilians of paparazzi keeping traffic back. So just be warned. We're not going to tolerate that.
All right, you warned us. Don't anyone say you didn't warn the paparazzi.
Feel bad for the guy. Coming from a guy who speaks wrong sometimes.
Well, I mean, you got to know, after all the hype there's been in the past decade, maybe back in the 80s, maybe the 90s, you had never really heard of the paparazzi because they weren't as out of control. But who hasn't heard the word paparazzi in the past week, not to mention for so many years now? Please.
Of paparazzi keeping traffic back. So just be warned. We're not going to tolerate that.
After the CHP escorted Brit's bus to the show, more drama broke out as Miss Spears arrived and one of the House of Blues security guards accused a member of the paparazzi of spitting on him.
If I was a paparazzi, I would do it too, calling us paparazzi. Tour.
Take that.
We haven't earned the correct pronunciation of our title. Tour. Sounds like a big brawl breaks out when a guy gets spit on. Terry, listen to
Paparazzi is
this.
spitting on him.
How about when you hear multiple guys screaming, "Get off me!" Anyone having bathhouse flashbacks? No? Okay.
Now, all the pre-show drama seemed worth it when Britney hit the stage sporting a long dark wig and her rockin' new body.
Rockin' new body.
Yeah, it's rocking, I hear.
Uh-huh. Is that right? So she's
Yeah.
gone under some major kinds of training methods to get herself to the point where she's got this rockin' new body. Is that right? I haven't seen the pictures I've seen lately. I'm not noticing anything standing out representing a rockin' new body on Britney. I mean, I know she doesn't look pregnant anymore. If that's the idea, if that's the definition of a rockin' new body, well, it seems like most women, a few months after they give birth, will have a rockin' new body then. Please don't just throw out the term rockin' new body loosely. Unless I haven't seen an updated picture of Britney Spears, well, what's so rockin' about her new body?
I saw one about a week ago, and she looked really
Yeah,
good.
real.
Yeah.
Really?
Flat
So,
tummy.
like, she's got a flat and, like, a six-pack or four-pack. What do
Close.
women have? Do women even come close to...
Two and a
she
half.
has, like, she has definable muscularity in her tummy or what?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Really?
Looks thin as ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, this must be something I I spend the day looking for before I pick up Vinnie the Pooh. Yeah, I said we're going to pick you up around 6:30. It's going to be around 7:30 now. Vinnie the Pooh flies right into San Jose. That was my advice, by the way. He was going to fly into a bigger airport, but I said, just fly right into San Jose, man.
Yeah,
Then you're right in the backyard of the joint. You don't have to worry about commuting to the bomb. You're basically there.
Oh, yeah. I planned it that way, of course.
Well, all right, fine.
No, actually,
Anyway.
I can't lie. I was coached to fly into San Jose.
Yeah.
I was just kind of mentioning that if you were listening to the show, it's catching up. And who was the person who coached you, just for the record?
That would be you,
the
teammate.
paparazzi don't think I'm liars. What's that now?
That would be you, teammate.
That's
Oh,
right.
nice.
Yes.
So you had to tell them if you want to go to San Jose, you have to fly into San Jose?
Well, I didn't know I was going to fly into San
He
Francisco.
was going to fly into San
Even though
Diego.
you wanted to go to San
San
Jose.
Diego. Jeez, that would have been funny. Oops, that was a San. I don't know.
I'm planning a trip to New York. Oh, I'm going to fly into Florida.
He's going to fly to San Pedro de Macorís. Anyway,
Oh, my God.
Vinnie the Pooh lands. So what time again is this now? Here's some pictures of Brittany on stage last night. All right, she's got a new body. I wouldn't call it necessarily rocking with a capital R. It's fine. I'm not trying to be overly tough on some female's body to try to cause all kinds of problems out there. Okay, maybe I am. But this is not her body at its all-time best. I will
Well,
tell you that right now.
but
I mean, I remember Brittany at a mall, Terry, when she was a mere 17.
MySpace.
Tough to compare, though. Everybody was a little bit better at 17.
Okay, so this is the best her body has looked in maybe 2-3 years. I
geez,
will say that.
After 2 babies back to back, yeah. The old.
So as a woman who's pushed out a nice helping of babies, Terry, you can't help but be impressed, is what you're
Of
saying.
course. I mean, and she did it in
Here
what?
comes another
In
one.
less than a year because her other son is. Oh God,
That's fine.
But
her
I will give
youngest is how old? 9 months.
something like that. I will less than that. I think I will give credit where it's like 6 to 8. Credit where credit's due, Terry. I will say, and I've got on record saying this, that she has gotten everyone's attention. She is onto something with the shaving the head thing, and then have the versatility to go and just put on whatever wig you feel like on a given day, like representative of your mood. Look at her on stage here with this wig, with the headband and the wig. She looks really friggin' cool. I love this new. I'm hoping that I'm not feeling it's catching on like wildfire or anything.
Wildfire.
But I'm hoping that as I speak right now, there are throngs of ladies out there who are taking the shears, who are taking the straight razor to the dome there, and are just going to go bald and Sinead O'Connor-like, and then just have a fleet of wigs just ready for the week. They're ready for the month. I like it.
Would you love it if like your wife did it too? I mean, would you think if all of a sudden you came home
Yes.
from your trip and you said,
As long as I'm there to see the before and after the shaving momentary, and we pick out wigs together, yes, I want to be pulling off hair during sexual intercourse. I think this should be a new thing that men in the new months to be, in the upcoming remainder of 2007, while having sex, if it gets just even a tad bit freaky, before you know it, hair goes flying across the room. I like it, and I think Brittany is sending a message and a statement that this versatility is, it's cool.
"Oh, good." Maybe she is starting a new little trend.
I'm not feeling it, though. I'm not feeling that women are just shaving their heads left and right like I'm hoping will take on the mode of any second here, Terry. But it takes a little time.
Yeah,
What
it
else?
does.
What
Oh,
else?
and-
Wigs are kind of expensive, though, aren't they?
They can
what-
be, yeah, they can be.
How
And
much is a good wig for a woman these days? What's the
I
going
think
rate?
they're like at least $100 or
I think
something.
it's more than that.
It can be more than
Well,
I'm
go
not
on
really.
what are you waiting for? Go on the Target website and go in the wig section. Let's find out.
Yeah, do you want horsehair or want
Yeah,
human hair?
yeah, because you do. I believe you do have choices of like real hair or
Yeah, get a
synthetic
good,
hair.
good
and-
All right,
rainbow
well,
wig
no.
for $10.
yeah.
One of your higher quality real hair wigs, like one of the ones Britney Spears is wearing. What do you think one of those wigs
hers is
run?
probably about $350, $400. I bet you anything.
You're thinking every one of the wigs that Britney wears, being of the highest quality, is about
Yes.
$400 per wig.
I'm guessing, yes.
So
Just
that
because
the
she's got
average-
real hair, and I mean, it's probably fitted perfectly
So
to her head.
the average woman out there working in some kind of marketing company at a cubicle desk ain't ready to be affording 6 wigs at $400 a pop. Is your point of view? Which is why now I have a better idea as to why every woman out there ain't shaving their head and just buying themselves 19 wigs to feel the mood of the day.
But if more people did it, the price would probably come down.
Aha! It's like flat screens.
There'd be wigs.com, We'll be able to.
Flat screen.
Well, we'll see what happens.
And I actually have the reason as to why there was one lucky man out there in the
I really didn't
piece.
care. What
because
else?
He
What
got
else?
a lap dance. By the way.
Oh, is that right? Brittany gave him an impromptu, new to the stage again lap dance. Is that why he was the lucky guy?
Or a chair dance, or they call it a chair dance, and you can find it on TMZ.com.
But you know that a chair dance, in street terms, is really a lap dance. Is that you breaking the code, Terry?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well done. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. We'll be taking calls all morning long. It's a huge day. I don't care where you are. It's a huge day leading into a very, very exciting weekend. You got fun. I can't wait for the fight on Saturday night, Terry, because I want to show everyone that yet again the T-Man has nailed another little prediction. Not that this one was hard at all. I mean, unless the only thing I was thinking of last night when I was reading the newspaper articles about the Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather fight is that maybe they were talking about a rematch before this fight even happened. I'm thinking the best scenario by which they could have a rematch wouldn't be a Floyd Mayweather one, it would be Oscar De La Hoya one. So, you know how boxing can be as shady as wrestling sometimes. Mm-hmm. Maybe this could be a fight with a fixes in. If that's the case, then what chance does any better stand? Anyway, Mary in Seattle, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, baby?
Not good.
Oh, well, we'll have to do something hopefully by the end of the call to change
I hope
that
you
situation.
Could satisfy my needs. Not like that, but mentalized.
Satisfy your needs in a mental fashion. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going crazy.
Well, you'll be shocked how many people come to me, or maybe you wouldn't, with relationship issues. And more than anything, people think I'm the specialist. If they think I'm a specialist in one area, Terry, and it's kind of resentful. It's kind of something that I actually think is...
And I feel like that too, man.
Well, let me even finish the thought. I appreciate that you think I'm the relationship expert, because I am, and I do it free of charge, and I've straightened out many a person's social life in a matter of seconds at no cost to the listener, which is really something that I haven't even, I haven't asked for accolades, Terry, but I really haven't received near enough that I should have over the years. I'll be the first to point that out. But people think when it comes to my area of expertise, it's the cheating wife or husband. I don't know how people came to that conclusion, Terry. But today's email of the day that I'm going to read a little bit later on is yet another email I've gotten with people out there looking for me to size up their guilt level, their cheating status, you know, something all incorporated with the world of cheating on a significant other. There is where they think in lies my area of expertise. Now, why the situation about me has morphed in that fashion, I don't know. I don't think I have just one specific area of expertise by any stretch of the imagination, Terry. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I should feel kind of insulted that that's where people think my expertise lies. But they happen to be dead on. So,
so then why would you feel insulted, right?
Mary, well, as it is in many other areas, it happens to be a main area of expertise. Nobody can break down a cheating, or in some cases, it turns out not to be a cheating scenario. And you may actually figure out what that means more when I read today's T-Man email of the day. Now,
T-Man's email of the day.
Mary, what's on your mind today?
Okay, I've been talking to this guy for like 6 months.
First of all, how old are you?
23.
23. And where are you right now? It sounds like you're on the way to some place. You're going to work. And what does Mary, 23 years old, do at work? And what does she wear?
I work for Holland America.
Was that Holland America or Holland America?
The cruise line.
Oh, Holland America Cruise Lines. It'd be cool if there was a company, Holla America. I don't know if there is. It's overdue. All right, so you work for Holland America. You book cruises. You get on the ships. What do you do?
No, I'm in the reservation department.
You're in the reservation department. You got the little headset on at the cubicle. All happy people call you, spending their last buck on a cruise to an iceberg, and you set up all the travel arrangements with them. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, that sounds nice. It sounds good that you're dealing with people that are in a good mood, right? Because they're all talking. Are they stressed out a lot of times? Because it may be a stretch financially for them, so maybe it's not as I'm thinking. People in as good as mood as I may assume. Sometimes people are kind of on edge when they call you.
Yes, they are.
Look, Mary,
I could turn that job into a lot of phone sex if I was sitting in your spot. But all right.
So my room is only 50 square feet.
People complain about some of their accommodations and ask too many questions, too many tedious little questions. Is that what you're dealing with on a daily basis, or what?
They ask very stupid questions.
So it's on water.
That they should know prior to making their arrangements.
I'm allergic to wheat. I can't have any of that wheat. Keep it away from me at dinner.
So you're sick and tired of going to work every day, getting yourself out of bed, getting yourself to where you're looking awesome, and then having people asking you dumb questions.
Yes, they make my day worse than what it is.
To the point where you just want to lash out at them, but you know you never can, because the day you do is the day you are handed your final paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you got to be in my line of work. All right. So that's not your problem, though. That's just
it's not.
That's just what you do. It's not who you are. Okay, so you have a relationship problem. Sorry, when you're booking a cruise, when you're on the line with the cruise booker lady, you never think to yourself.
The reservationist?
You never think to yourself, whatever you want to call it, Terry. You never consider, all right, I have my questions about my small-ass room that I'm getting on the ship here, but I'm not thinking that this woman may have a life of her own, and she may be dealing with a serious relationship problem right now. You never really realize that when you're talking in these kind of situations, do you, Terry?
No, not really.
She's there to service me right now. That's it.
So, how many guys call, first of all, to make reservations as opposed to women? What % of the people that call you are men? Would you say? Give me a rough estimate. It's like 50-50. Okay, so when the guys call to make the reservations, hearing your voice, and I'm sensing that a lot of guys would pick up on the fact that it kind of sounds sultry, sexy, with a hint of innocence and youth and all that, and rolled up into one is really hot. How many guys try to talk sexual with you or make little sexual innuendos while they're booking their cruise?
None of them, because the majority sitting next to their wives.
So it never has happened to you.
No, not so far.
Well, give me the 800 number. I'll end that quick.
That's surprising.
What hours do you work? You usually work not. You said usually people book in a group, like they book with their significant other. They're sitting usually next to their spouse or their girlfriend.
Yeah, I work 8 to 4.
And how long you been doing this job?
For a minute.
Well, I know it's long. That's nice to hear. But how long really has it been? Has it been like 2 months, 6 months, what, a year?
About 4.
About 4 months. And you've never been hit on the phone yet? You've never had a sleazy dude to say really kind of gross things to you, sexual innuendos and stuff like that? Not
yet. I really don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention?
I just try to do my job and get them off the phone as fast as I can.
So if a guy says, I'm bathing right now in Crisco oil, all naked for you, I mean, you don't even just notice, or you don't recognize what?
No, I wouldn't notice, but I would hang up.
Sounds good, sir. Do you need bunk beds
with somebody else? Half the time, I'm still listening to you in the morning.
And so you have one earpiece on the person that's calling, making the reservations, and the other earpiece is on our show. Well, that's very loyal of a listener, Terry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. I don't know if she's doing the job as best she could, but you gotta love her loyalty. All right, so what's your relationship problem, Mary?
Well, now you got me off guard.
Oh. I thought you don't get distracted.
Well, okay, we was dating, and then he went to jail, and then I was there like a loyal girlfriend, there, stood by him, and then he got out.
What did your boyfriend go to jail for?
Something stupid, a warrant and a DUI.
So how long was he away from you? How long was he in jail?
Just a month.
All right. So you waited out a month. You didn't get all that horned up. Plus, you had all the sexual suggestions being thrown at you that you pretended like you didn't recognize from your customers. So that kept you afloat, so to speak. And he made it through the month. You made it through the month. And now he's out. And what's the problem?
He stopped talking to me for no reason.
So here you are, counting the days, Xing off the calendar until he gets out of jail like the most loyal girlfriend in the world. And then he gets out of jail and he doesn't even want to know from you.
Yeah, and I went and I got his name tattooed on my chest.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Well, you can just put the F word in front of his name if that's the big issue. So you're wondering how you could have gotten yourself so in deep emotionally with this guy, and now here he is not wanting to talk to you.
Yeah, and then when he
How
does
tough
call,
is it on a woman when a guy doesn't want to talk to her, Tara? I mean, guys usually recognize that it's only a matter of time before the women in our lives stop talking to us. But for a woman to have a guy not talk to them, that's got to be like a shattering, earth-moving moment. That takes a lot for a guy not to be interested in talking to a woman. Why would he have no interest in talking to Mary? Look at this, how cute she sounds.
Yeah, she does.
I just want to twist her up just by the sound of her voice, Tara.
And there she was, standing by him while he was, cooling off in the big jailhouse there for...
Yes. How long from the day you met him till today, how long have you guys known each other? Mary.
6 months.
6 months. And how many times, don't lie, this is very significant. I'm not just asking this for my cheap little jolly type thrills. Oh, maybe I am. How many times have you and him in the 6 months put a number on it, even though it's probably so high?
Not including the last 2 months.
Okay,
right?
fine. You didn't hear the question. How many times have you and him had sex?
Oh, I can't count. It's like a lot.
So it's over 100.
Huh?
Is it over 100 times, or is it less than 100 times?
No, probably less.
Less than 100. Is it over or under 65?
Probably around there.
Around
Like
65 times.
Because I have my own place, so it's more,
Yeah, so you couldn't help but just realize how convenient it was for you and him to have sex, so why even try to make him work for it? Okay, yes. I see. So, Terry, here's the bottom line, so to speak. When a guy has sex with you 65 times, he's got to really start liking you in order to want to keep you around.
Oh, is that it?
So we have to start to assume that dude loved having sex with her for the first 6 or whatever months, 65 times, but now that it's come down to, been there, done that sexually, he's starting to evaluate whether he likes her or not, just on a general basis. I can't get more specific because I don't have the time or know enough about Mary yet, but basically, for whatever reason, and I can't pick up on a thing, to be honest with you, Mary, it doesn't seem like I'm listening to anything that he could dislike. I'm hearing a nice-sounding, sweet, smart, beautiful, innocent to a... Oh, fancy.
Well, he said I was crazy.
He said you were crazy.
Yeah, he changed his number on me 3 times. But
All right, the fact that he had to change his number 3 times, why was he inspired to have to change it the second and the third time? Why was
the phone calls? Because if he wouldn't pick up, I would just keep calling and keep calling.
So do you recognize, Mary, that you have personality traits that are overbearing and over smothering and just over invasive? Do you kind of just crowd a guy's territory when you get in a relationship?
No, because he knew that the first time he changed his number. If you're gonna not pick up, then pick up the second time. I'm gonna keep calling.
Oh, jeez. Well, he changed his number the first time, and then he realized, okay, I'm not having sex with anyone else, and I kind of miss Mary. She was really good. I'll go back for a 63rd time, and then a 64th time, and then a 65th time, and that's where he's called it off now, and he's changed his number yet again. So I'm just going to ask you again, Mary, and I want you to identify, because this is something we could work on. This is something actually a woman can change if she identifies that it is part of her personality profile, and it will better her social life. Do you think that maybe when you get into a guy, you tend to get a little too smothering, a little too in his just personal space all the time? Everywhere he turns, there's Mary again. Every time he wants to do this, Mary wants to go with him. I mean, to be honest, in a perfect world, that would be lovely, but especially in new relationships, Mary, that's a little bit overbearing. You recognize that or not?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
She's scheduled to get T-Man tattooed on her other boob at 8 o'clock.
You might have to change your number.
Is it possible, Mary, is it possible that I'm describing you and I describe these personality traits in a woman that can be this way? Do you have this kind of potential, and did you do this to this guy?
Yeah, but it was him, too. He wanted to be around me, too.
Tattooing his name...
And he was like, no.
Mary, listen to me carefully. Tattooing his name on your chest with your nipple as the dotting of the I is not really representative of a woman who's playing real difficult or not smothering a guy in the first 6 months. Do you know what I'm saying? You tattooed his name on your breast, and you've known him less than a year, Mary. You don't think that would scare a lot of guys?
No. He wanted it. He asked me to get it.
Mary, he may have said he wanted it. Mary, let me answer the question for you since you gave the wrong answer. The right answer.
Wrong answer.
Mary, when I ask you the question, when you tattoo a man's name on your breast in the first 6 months of going out, would that scare a guy? The answer you were looking for is yes.
Oh, yes.
Are you hearing me, Mary?
Well,
So
what
Mary-
did he ask for?
Mary, let this guy go.
What?
Let him go, Mary, and I hope you learn that the next guy that you actually find yourself getting emotional about and the next guy you actually find yourself kind of liking, you won't be so in his face, so on top of him, so smothering all over him in the first 6 months.
So I should let him go?
I
Say it
think
again,
this-
T-Man.
I think this guy, the fact that he's changed his number for the 3rd time as a direct result of you and not telemarketers, I think, yes, that should be a sign that this guy should be left to go and start thinking that your true significant other, maybe even your soulmate, is out there somewhere and hasn't shown up in your world yet, Mary. I know you have a lot of emotion and you're ready to have a serious relationship. That's the kind of woman I hear on the phone here, Terry. She has a lot of love bursting inside to give. But
Yeah.
she's using it in the wrong fashion right now, and it's scaring guys away.
Doesn't sound like positive love. Sounds like
Now,
stalking love.
how hard is it going to be to get this guy's name tattooed off your breast?
I don't want it removed. I like it.
Oh, jeez.
Are you now? Your next move is to try and find a new boyfriend with the same name.
No.
No, I think I'm
Terry,
just going to hold off for a while.
I think her next move is if you're trying to get a Holland American cruise today, you're going to have a busy signal because she's going to be calling this dude all day long. All right? Mary,
All
am I
right.
getting through to you at all?
Somewhat.
Okay. Mary, I know it's tough when you love or are really feeling the feelings of love for someone so strongly and it's not reciprocated. I know that's a tough little moment, and I know it's not doing enough for you just to lick your own tattoo. So you need more satisfaction. You're not going to get it from this guy to any large capacity. It's just going to be this never-ending cycle. Even if he throws you a bone every once in a while, that's not who you are, Mary. You're better than that, right or wrong?
Yes.
Right.
Because guys will do that when they have a Mary like you in his life. They'll toss you a bone every once in a while, give you a moment of encouragement to keep you at an arm's length. That's not who you are, Mary!
You are so right.
He uses you when he's in
You tried to
jail.
tell me that yesterday.
Mary, I want you to say that again. T-Man, you're so good. So how'd you say it?
So right.
You're so right.
No, I think it was T-Man, you're so good.
T-Man, you're so good.
Yes. Mary, I look forward to your next call.
All right.
Thank you, Mary.
Bye.
That's Mary, Terry.
That is Mary.
Yeah. Mary's a little over the edge in the deep
Yeah.
end, overboard with this guy, Terry, and even he is getting scared. Guys get scared in these situations, man.
Yeah. Well, when you have to change your number 3 times or whatever.
Get away from me. Oh, wait, you're going a little too far. Come back for a second. Here's a bone for you. Yeah. Now get the hell away from me. That's not who Mary needs to be.
Not at all.
Mary!
The T-Man Show.
Sanjaya's 15 minutes of fame may be going up in smoke.
Oh, jeez.
The scandalous photo of his mom, who's been convicted of drug offenses in the past, is plastered inside the May 14th issue of the National Enquirer.
Yeah, it's been all that talk about Sanjay and his mom smoking like a chimney, Terry. And now they got
Right.
pictures just taking the image of what seemed like a very nice young man and kind of throwing it into question. I mean, if he's got a kind of seedy-seeming mom,
Well,
yeah,
sure.
well, don't fall far from the tree. Yes, Terry?
I
What?
believe I also read that not only is she a smoker, but she's like got
growing
busted. Or,
marijuana.
yeah.
Who knows?
Distributor.
Who knows what the,
Yeah.
what the truth is?
Got
Anyway.
sent to
Good for
jail.
her.
Another guy who comes across as a very good person is Vinnie thy Pooh. Now, Vinny's very excited because in a matter of just an hour or two, Vincent is going to get on an aeroplane. He's going to head on down here to the Bay. He's landing in the San Jose airport. I hope there are throngs of people who are his MySpace fans who are going to be lining the runway at the San Jose airport. They probably frown on that. And are just going to have the signs up and welcome him in. Now, Vinnie the Pooh, let's be honest. I mean, you're a single guy. You have no ties to anyone.
Nobody.
Terry has claimed, of course, through the course of the program that you're homosexual. You've denied it vehemently. I have no suspicions whatsoever as to your sexuality. I think you're the kind of guy that properly, if you were gay, you would have come out by now. Anyway, you love the women. Is that right?
That is a true statement, my friend.
So now, with that said, with that established, and seeing that, as I said, you're as single as a person can get in this world, and what a nice free state that must be. I don't really think into that.
Okay.
Knowing that's the case, and you're coming down, you're flying into the San Jose airport, and you're going to go to the HB Pavilion tonight to be with the throngs, the thousands, the tens of thousands of people. If I were to throw out the following line and ask you to fill in the blanks with as much honesty and candor and genuine thoughts as you possibly can, how would you fill in the following phrase? Because I'm still stuck on in the last segment or whatever it was earlier this morning where you said your ultimate goal at it tonight is just to basically have a good time at the concert and then to be at tomorrow's show here at the studios of Wild 94.9 on time. Okay, I don't buy that. Okay. I think it's got to go a little deeper than that. I think there has to be some visuals that you have in your mind as to how this evening's going to play out, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to ask you now. Yes, I'm going to put you right on the spot. I want you to fill in the blanks.
For you. I did. You're right.
That was higher than Terry's.
Yeah, it was.
I want you to fill in the blanks. So that was
match game.
That was.
Yeah, it was Vinnie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the match game.
It's like Mad
All
Libs.
right? Let me hear that woohoo again. Woohoo! That was Vinnie?
That's
That's Vinnie.
You may want to refrain from doing that. You're killing any action you may have tonight. Anyway.
Explains a lot.
Tea kettle I have going on.
If I were to throw out the following phrase, ask you to fill in the blanks, he said, stalling for time as he thinks of what phrase he wants to ask, how would you fill in the following blanks?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I know. We need game show music.
I hope to go to the HB Pavilion tonight and meet blank and do blank and have a blankety-blank good blankety time.
Wow.
Straight stick.
Straight stick.
What? Okay.
I hope to go to the concert tonight and meet or just blank and meet blank and wind up doing blank. I mean, you could put anything in there. You could surprise us with, wow, I didn't see that as a possibility for being in that blank, and wow. I mean, you could say, I hope to meet Bone Thugs and Harmony in that blank, and I hope to roll a fatty. Whatever it is. Whatever it is.
I mean,
what's in the blanks? That will tell us a lot. I'm asking you to answer as honestly as possible.
Okay,
what's the first thoughts that come to your mind when I say, I can't wait to go to the concert tonight, and I hope to meet blank and do blank?
The first blank I would say would be a handful of women. Just a handful. I got small hands, so.
Wow, I wouldn't.
Terry, just because you got bigger hands.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if that's a knock on Terry that at 4'11" or whatever Terry is, 5'1", that she's got bigger hands than you.
I'm just saying she's got man qualities.
She's got man hands.
And you've got feminine qualities
again. Why don't you guys just chop them off and reverse them? We'll sew them back on. Anyway,
we're the same color. It's all right. They're interchangeable.
You are. You and Terry are exactly the same.
Yeah, let's try that
skin tone, and yet from such different parts of the world. Okay. Although Terry doesn't know what part of the world she's from. No, yeah. Anyway, I'm asking. So, you're saying a group of women? Well, you can't go to a concert and not meet a group of women, man. How unexciting!
I didn't say just one specific group. I want to meet a lot of people. I've never been.
I'm asking for you to give me specifics under the blanks here. Fill in the blanks with specifics and honesty.
Like a specific number? I want to meet no less than 20 girls.
Oh, jeez, that's not specifics.
No,
they're going to be 17,000 girls.
I can't meet all 17,000.
I think you may meet 20 if you really want to. Who specifically? Are you hoping? Is there any kind of specific little visual? I know that you made these reservations, the flight to San Jose, made sure you had your tickets, your backstage passes. You made sure you were taken care of. And while you were doing all that for this big concert of the year, you started having visuals run through your mind. A human being can't help but have that happen. Sometimes those are called fantasies. What kind of fantasies have you had about this night that you would like to have come true? I'm ready to wave the T-Man magic wand for you. I'm just looking for a little help.
I think it'd be kind of cool to maybe go on stage and say hello. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen. In my mind, it's a fantasy.
Hey, if that is a fantasy we can make come true for you easily, but that's not a big time. Jeez. That's not a big time little fantasy that is so far fetched that you would put it even in a fantasy mode. This is the best you're gonna give me? You have no real dreams, hopes, or aspirations for the night.
Want to go on stage and show up at work on time?
That's right.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, do you want them? You want them sexual or?
I want them however you think them. I don't want you to do anything on my account. If there is no sexual thoughts you have about this evening, then just tell me. I really haven't.
Of course, there's sexual thoughts about this evening.
Well, then tell me about
Well,
them.
there's no one specific thing. If I can end the evening in a...
Fine, in a sling. All right, so there's maybe not an absolute specific woman you have in mind, but she has some characteristics. She has some features. She has some things you can tell us about her, even though you haven't met her yet.
I know. How am I going to
tell you? Who are you hoping to meet? So it's not a group of women. It's one woman in particular.
Oh, no.
Is that right? No. Yes. I'm trying to figure it. Terry, I'm more confused than ever.
I'm confused, too, but it's all right.
Is tonight a kind of night where you want to meet one woman or no? This is not the kind of environment where you want to meet one person and get all leading to something bigger. No. That's not what you're into tonight.
Absolutely. Not tonight, no.
Sounds like he kind of wants to spread himself around a little bit, maybe do some networking, possibly.
Oh, I mean, networking. That's for
So you would rather have a group situation, if you will.
Well, yeah. So
than have any kind of one-on-one situation, if you will.
That's a true statement.
It sounds like it will. That's a true statement.
That's a true statement, yeah.
So if you had the option of taking one girl back to a hotel room that you have set up, 12 girls back to a hotel room, or 0 girls back to a hotel room.
Well, if the 12 girls were ready, the 12 girls can come on with it.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
Wow.
You don't want 12 girls that are just going to be sitting there watching TV and cackling and just making themselves as obnoxious as any 12 girls to be.
I know. That would not padlock on the minibar.
You're like screaming at them, hey, even if you move the Kit Kat, I have to pay for it.
I found that out in Vegas last time. That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. People are aware that your minibar situations of modern days, even if you kind of just pick up the Kit Kat out of the minibar little area these days, Terry, they charge you for it. No. It's all on magnets now.
That's why I eat them, just in case they move.
We got a little earthquake. Might as well raid the fridge now.
Oh, man.
So, okay. So you're looking for women that are about it. You're being very specific about this. Yeah. You're not taking you. It's not like T-Man. Nah, I'm not really thinking about this night as far as being an action-filled night from a sexual standpoint. You're saying, yeah, it very possibly could turn into that. Is that what you're? I'm just trying to understand you, man.
I think it could. Like you were saying earlier, this is like the first night of a big weekend, and let's just kick it off.
And you're saying, absolutely, I'm a single guy, and if this night turns into some night with some real strong sexual situations, I am ready for it. I'm not flying down the bay just to see Sierra. Or maybe she'll be back in the room grabbing the Kit Kat. I'm trying to figure out where you're coming from.
She's grabbing it.
That's the kind of girl I'd be with, the one that wants the Kit Kat more than me. Oh, king size, yes.
So to be very clear, you're not saying, no, I'm just the kind of guy who's wired into the music industry more than the next guy, and I'm dying to see the show and see the artist perform, and I'm really not, as far as the radar screen of my day, I'm not concerned about hooking up with anyone. That's not what you're saying. You're saying if there's some girls that are about it, and I'm into them, yes, they can come back to the hotel room, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like you said. I'm in the industry, and I'm excited to go down there and meet the Wild 94 crew and the artists. And
all right, don't overdo it.
I'm just saying.
But that's not why you spent your hard-earned dollars on a plane ticket. Was to go meet the crew.
He spent his hard-earned dollar to get chicks.
Yeah, of course. Again, he's trying to spread himself, out a little bit. Network.
Bone Thugs and Harmony are on a new tour for the new album. They'll eventually come around. Sierra will eventually come around. He has all the artists, Mims, DJ Young, everyone who he'll eventually see over the next couple of months. He bought his ticket to go to the Bomb 2007 for the ladies in the crowd. Have no illusions.
Yes. Ladies in the
right or wrong, Vinnie the Pooh. You're traveling for a 2-hour flight in hopes of hooking up. Correct or incorrect?
Correct. I mean, since we're being honest,
He is nothing more than a sleazy 22-year-old, Terry.
I'm a product of this radio show, by the way.
Well, I mean, you're doing exactly what you should be doing. Maximizing. Hey, you never know when the windows of opportunity of life just close on you without warning. You got to maximize any potential you may have at all times. So at one point when I'm calling you sleazy, I wouldn't advise you to be anything else. Slays away.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
I'm an angel together. Sleaze Fest 07.
Oh, man.
Just talk about a duo of sleaze.
If you want to buy tickets for that, on sale now.
Could you have a bigger duo of sleaze? Not really, Terry. No. It's pretty. Oh, actually, I think they released some last-minute tickets on the side stage area. It's got 20,000 people there, Terry.
Wow.
Yes, and just imagine the duo of sleaze that is Angel and Vinnie the Pooh walking in your direction at the HP Pavilion.
Sleaze on.
Duo of
one
sleaze.
One of them slept with you, and you don't even know what happened. Just brushed by you, and you've been slept with by one of them.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting night, won't it, now?
Oh, man.
I'm excited.
I'm going to get there early, Terry.
Yeah?
Yes.
All
we got the
right.
car service picking us up at 2.
2?
And it doesn't start till 8. 8! All right. Thank you so much. Terry, what else is going on this morning? What else is happening, please?
I got some quick news for you about, of course, your typical Hollywood marriage already ending in divorce. That would be Jennifer Esposito and her husband of 4 months, Bradley Cooper. Oh, yeah.
They've been married 4 months.
Yes.
Now, what could happen in 4 months that you're like, oh, I can't take it anymore. I didn't know this would be the way it would be. In 4 months? You can't make a marriage work for 4 months? You should be required by law if you get married. You have to stick it out 1.5 years.
Well, they cited the famous irreconcilable differences.
There are certain laws that are so simple to just figure out that aren't in place that should be. Like, I'm reading more and more about these baby boomers that are getting older and older and this influx of the rising population of old people. And I'm thinking there's going to be a real danger on our roadways. All these old people are going to be able to stay behind the wheels of cars, and they're going to kill everybody. We have to get the laws about old people not being able to drive if they're not capable of driving, and a lot of old people are in such conditions that they're not capable of driving. We got to get this figured out and stop being so oversensitive to old people before they kill us all. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent there, Terry.
Yeah.
Now, you are talking about a woman and these two getting divorced in 4 months. There should also be a law that if you decide to waste everyone's time and have them go shopping for mini muffin makers for you and have them waste a Saturday or whatever day you decide to have your silly wedding,
4th of July.
and you decide you decide to make it like it's all romantic and have everyone goo and ga, that you have to, by law, stay married whether you want to kill each other or not, at least 1.5 years, and that's being very generous as far as on the short side of the way the law should really be.
Well, but again,
my gosh,
Hollywood, has its own standards, so they're not your typical.
But it's not just Hollywood. There are people all over the place getting married and getting divorced in 6 months.
Yeah, that is true.
I've been to weddings less than 2 years ago, and as I was sitting there, I knew that I didn't have a chance, but they had me come there for the day, Terry. The nerve of these people, and then they get divorced 1 year later? Yeah. It's nuts.
I have a friend that doesn't buy gifts for 1 year for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty good rule.
That's not bad.
Yeah, he waits 1 year.
It's really pretty frugal and cheap, but...
Well, he buys it for him eventually.
Yeah. 1 year later, the gift comes rolling in?
Yep. Does it with everybody. Just to make sure they stay together.
Knowing your friends, I have a very short list as to who this suspect could be, but anyway.
and he gets them the same thing. He gets everybody a hammock. Hammock? Doesn't even go to the registry.
Are you
Probably has like 12 of them at his house ready to send in.
We have no trees to tie this hammock to, but thanks anyway. Okay.
I live in the desert.
That's right. We live in an apartment. Thanks for the hammock. Anyhow.
Oh, my goodness.
What these problems people have when they get divorced that soon they had before they were married.
You know what I'm saying, Terry?
No,
Forget about it. Forget about it. Everyone's going to get divorced in 5 minutes anyway. I'll work on that later. Do you understand that as we speak, every second that passes, the amount of old people that exist on the planet is getting higher and higher because of the baby boom situation?
Yes.
You ever heard of the baby boom situation?
I have.
There's going to be more old people in the next 10 years than in the history of our planet. at any point in its existence?
Yes.
Do you know how many bad drivers that'll be? You know how we're going to have to run for our lives like a game of real-life Frogger on the sideways for the years to come?
Yeah.
Because no one has the guts, no one has the balls to step up and say these old people don't know how to drive and they should get retested and a lot of them should get their licenses taken away?
I know.
What is it going to take?
Everybody should be retested.
Yeah. At least every couple of years.
Okay. I'm calm now.
Are you-
It's going to be a fun day, Terry.
Yeah,
Why am I
I
getting all
know.
worked up? I'm getting all worked up, and then come this afternoon and evening, I'll have no energy left, likely. Anyway, Vinnie the Pooh, are you expecting someone to pick you up? I haven't heard. I don't have any responsibilities to pick you up, right? You wouldn't think that, would you? You're not counting on me to pick you up, right?
I would hope somebody was going to pick me.
Well, I mean, do you have an arrangement
Yes,
made?
yes, I do.
Okay, good. So you knew better than to ask me, even though I would have done it if you had no one to pick you up.
I appreciate
Especially
it.
now that you say you have someone to pick you up.
Yes.
So who's picking you up? Is it Angel?
That would be Angel, yes.
So you're gonna start just getting crazy and seedy just from the get-go. He's gonna pick you up with that stupid smile.
Oh, yeah, it never goes away.
He's a
Little laugh.
nice guy, but he's got this silly smile that just reeks of havoc and mischief. And Vinnie the Pooh's going to smile back at him, and then it's on.
As soon as the plane door opens, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Where is Angel? Where's his number?
Are you going to drink on the plane, Vinny?
No, I'm not going to drink on the plane.
It's not
That
unreasonable.
sounds so funny.
Yeah.
It's not unreasonable to think that you would do that based on stories we've
The
heard.
drinks are $8. I'm not drinking on the plate.
No, it's
Is
just.
that why? Is that what it comes down to? If the drinks were of a reasonable price, would you be drinking on the plane or what?
No, I'm
Is
just
that why
getting.
you
I'm just getting talked to by like everybody and their cousins. I'm okay, Vinny. You know, it's okay that you go down there. Just keep it under control. AKA,
people you
don't
people you
drink.
work with.
Yeah.
They don't want to have to hear or read in the paper stories about you and Angel.
Well, yeah. They don't want to repeat it.
Yeah, you've had some experience of.
Because as much as they would like to deny it, you're representative of the community of the Clear Channel family. Is that what they're getting at?
That's right.
Basically, without saying that to you?
That's exactly what they're getting at.
Yes.
You're the embarrassing uncle of the Clear Channel family.
Angel?
Hey, man.
The funny thing is, he doesn't just do that on the air when I talk to him, Terry. If Angel calls me on my cell phone, I'll like pick up, I'll go, hello, and he'll go, hey, man. Angel?
Yeah.
Yes. How you feeling today, buddy?
Excellent. I finally got about 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, perfect timing.
He is ready to go.
So every limb is rested and ready for action, is that right?
That is
Every
correct.
limb, every appendage, every part of your being is ready for some bomb 2007 fun. Is that what you're suggesting to anyone out there who may be listening and interested?
Yeah.
And would you like to say something to your partner in crime for the day, Vinnie the Pooh?
Oh, we've been talking all morning, and last night it's on VTP.
I'm scared already.
All right, so they've been talking, they've been game planning, obviously, they've been strategizing. Give us some inroads, some insight as to how these conversations have gone. What things have been discussed, what words were used. Please give us a little example of what things were said in the past 24 hours of conversations you've had with one another.
Well, we started off by passing some MySpace profiles, saying if you're interested in this girl, well, you know, we can make that happen. And we...
So you already have some preliminary prospects before you even get and see what's being offered as far as attendees of the Bomb 2007. You have some people already lined up. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Just some guaranteed backups, you know, that you know will come through if everything else falls through.
Some standbys on the roster.
I'm sure they like to be called standbys.
No kidding.
Backburners, for sure.
They know their role.
Vinny, when he sent you some pictures of some prospects, were you impressed? Were you thinking, I'd rather just take my chances, keep my options open, blah, blah, blah? What were you feeling?
No, I was impressed. I was thinking if these are back burners, I'd like to see, you know, the
If you go to Angel, I'll
runners.
tell you one thing about Angel. He's got a lot of hot women on his MySpace. There's no doubt about it. I don't know if they're Getty Image MySpace pictures, Terry. I don't know where he gets them. I don't know if he even knows half the girls on his MySpace, but there's no denying. If you go to Angel's MySpace, he's loaded with hot women.
Yeah, I've seen him.
But so it's Pasty Dave's
all
MySpace.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
So take that for what it's worth.
Pasty Daves are pros, though.
Yeah, obviously that says nothing about how much of these people the person on MySpace really knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the ad. Love the last movie.
Okay. Now, if at some point during the night you guys at the HP Pavilion see me in a certain circumstance, I want you to not just come straight up to me without getting some signal that it's okay to do so, all right? I don't need to be overly embarrassed in any situation I may be dealing with, all right?
Okay.
We clear on this?
You got it.
You don't have full clearance. You just come up to me and say stupid things.
Wow.
You want the front burner women.
I don't want any women.
Oh.
Do tonight, Chet.
I'll take care of things fine.
Yeah.
I don't want these guys coming up to me all half out of breath and saying something silly when who knows where or who I'm around, Terry.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So I have to give them like a hand signal that it's okay to approach. Now, I hate to sound like that, Terry.
Why don't you just kind of
'cause
give him a
sounds
nod?
really that sounds really pompous and really overdone, but I have no choice. Do you understand me, Angel?
Listen to Angel giggling like a girl.
Are we clear on this, Angel? Now, you know that as far as people that I've met recently and new friends, you're about as good as they come. But I'm never going to be there with any friend in my life where I'm ready for you and Vinnie to come up all stupid giggly and saying stupid things when I'm just not prepared for it. I don't want to be blindsided by that tonight, all right?
You got it.
Okay.
I'll try my best.
We'll be occupied anyway.
Oh, jeez. Oh, they're saying they won't have time for me, Terry.
Oh, wow.
They're going to be too consumed with other things to worry about what I'm doing.
They're not going to make it out of the hotel room they have together.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, I mean, how many times do guys get all giddied up about a certain event, whatever the case may be, even be it big or small, some not even close to the proportions of Bomb 2007, where they have all these visuals of things that they expect to happen, all these expectations, all this anticipation, and all they do is wind up basically just feeling like they blew it and crying in their soup and feeling like losers and then having a Brokeback Mountain moment. What?
Whoa.
I don't know how that's how it ends. But
What are the chances of this night being one of those nights? Either of you can respond, Vinnie the Pooh or Angel.
I don't think there is a chance. I'm
Pretty sure.
yeah.
So you're guaranteed to
chance.
hook up with somebody tonight. Is that what you're saying? Because
I
that's
mean-
a pretty big statement.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I know for a fact there will be no Brokeback activity.
Ow!
I'm sorry, Angel, but damn.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, if you expected Angel to pick you up at the airport, you can forget it now.
I guarantee there will be action.
Oh, just
Whoa,
Angel.
but not of the Brokeback variety.
Not of the
No,
Brokeback.
absolutely.
Angel, what percentage chance do you feel that there will be some heterosexual action between you and some either female that you don't know of right now or someone that you have on the back burner roster kind of situation? What percent chance is that going to happen?
100%. I'll videotape it.
Videotape it.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not of the action, but
Yes,
the night.
T-Man. Are we
Guys like
believing
Vinnie the
this?
Pooh and Angel, even though they're in their 20s now, will never leave that college mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Where every night you're just going to hook up. 99% of the nights you just don't.
driving back, calling the same girl you've been messing with for 6 months.
Wow.
Couldn't meet anybody new.
And convincing yourself you're a stud. Anyway.
Yeah, a bunch of whores at this show. I'm glad I left.
Man.
I wouldn't have hooked up with them. They're a bunch of pigs. Anyway, okay. Well, that's the way guys talk to you when they just absolutely have huge expectations and nothing pans out.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll soon find out. In just hours away, right?
But they have clout with the station, Terry, so they have to be absolutely morons to not be able to figure something out tonight.
I know.
So true.
I know.
So that's why they are extra giddy. Yes, Angel. What was that now?
I've been working on this for like 2 months, so
Right.
the chances are pretty high.
The groundwork has been laid.
Are you taking Pasty to teach him anything?
Yeah, I
or?
was going to say, what's he
Yeah,
going to do?
what's Pasty doing?
I'm
He's not.
good.
Pasty!
You know, I didn't
Lost.
even think about that. He should come out.
They got food in the skybox. I'm good, dude.
I imagine Jessica Alba is not on the guest list as of right now. Is there any chance that you may be interested in hooking up in any capacity tonight? You're a 30-year-old virgin. What a different scenario than the way the other two guys are talking now. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're hearing this conversation out there, if you have maybe like 19-year-old daughters who are going to the concert tonight, this is a great moment as to starting a conversation as how you go about strategies to stay clear of guys like these if you're inclined to. Yes, Pasty, what's your mindset for tonight?
I'm looking forward to the show.
Wow.
Whoa.
You can't do anything right, Pasty.
I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Thank you, Pasty.
I'm not on the hunt.
I like the music. Don't even talk to me, lady.
Oh, no, stop.
Well, if he starts talking to you, his feet may not be able to continue to tap to the beat.
So you're saying, like, after the show, if we go to, like, a little house party or, a little spot or whatever, Pasty ain't going to want to come or what?
Well, you can ask him directly. What are you asking me for? Pasty, they're wondering if you're accepting their invitation to this house party that they're having in their minds going on right now that I guess is maybe not the biggest stretch of the imagination. Are you accepting that invitation or no?
I probably will find something else going on. I think that.
Something else going on.
Jeez, what else I know?
You'd be surprised. Just be surprised.
No, we wouldn't be surprised.
No, we wouldn't.
What's going on? All right, there it is.
We might be with him, though.
He's not going with you.
Jeez. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. Then you won't see him. He'll just right to his room.
Mm-hmm.
What if we brought him back to his room?
Terry.
Really?
Save it for another show. What else is going on in this world, please, real quick? What else is happening?
Just to let you know.
How do we get all started on this conversation? The 4-month divorce between yada yada and yada who?
Yes. Jennifer Esposito and what is his name? Bradley Cooper. He's the guy who was the big jerk on Wedding Crashers, the fiancé who hit Owen Wilson. That's that dude.
Right.
And then she
I remember him well. Not really. And she is who now?
She's from the movie Crash. She was Don Cheadle's partner and who he was sleeping with at the time in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Latina babe.
Oh,
anyway,
nothing better than that, Terry.
Yeah.
Right, Pasty?
Yeah.
And we'll be back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
This baby was planned and he knows it's his.
Mel B breaking her silence about Eddie Murphy, telling Only Extra there's no doubt he's the father of her newborn baby girl.
Geez. And she was actually born on Eddie's birthday, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think my child has a cosmic...
Oh, that's all the proof I need.
Must be.
And she was actually born on Eddie's birthday, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think my child has a cosmic sense of humour, let me tell you.
Cosmic sense of humour.
Mel says she was especially hurt before Angel's birth when Eddie said this on Dutch TV.
We don't know whose child that is till it comes out and has a blood test.
What happens?
I don't really...
Well, why was that gasp I heard from you, Terry? You feel like you desperately need to interject something here? What's the problem?
Just it's
Go ahead,
interesting,
say what you gotta
interesting
say.
to hear old Eddie speak about the old blood test, that's all.
What about it is interesting? What about that statement is off center, Terry? Where's the problem with a man suggesting that he would like to have a blood test before he's ready to start building the crib?
That's fine. He can ask, but I guess it's just his tone and.
Yes, we've been through that. I thought you had something
well, no,
new
I
you
do.
picked
I
up
mean,
on here. Well, what did that say?
Because apparently he's refusing to get a DNA test.
So here he is talking about, well, it's just very simple. All we need is a blood test, and he's not allowing the blood test. That's what's angering you now.
Yeah.
That's what you're reading? That's the latest?
Yes.
Said this on Dutch TV.
We don't know whose child that is till it comes out and has a blood test.
What happens?
I don't really know what happened, and I still don't really know what happened. I'm dealing with a father who won't do a DNA test, who won't sign the birth certificate, so now I have to go through lawyers, and I just think it's really sad.
She has to go through liars?
Lawyers.
Lawyers.
Yeah, one and the same.
I thought she had to go through, like, liars. Hey, will you lie for me and just pretend like you saw me and Eddie having sex the night I conceived? She's going through lawyers.
Yes.
Because Eddie is refusing? Is that true? Or is she just saying that? I thought I heard that he gave blood. I thought that I heard that he already went through a DNA test. So I don't know what's going on now.
I don't really know what happened, and I still don't really know what happened. I'm dealing with a father who won't do a DNA test, who won't sign the birth certificate, so now I have to go through lawyers, and I just think it's really sad.
While Eddie's camp had no comment for Extra today, Mel's thankful for the support of her family and her former Spice Girls.
Is there going to be a Spice Girls reunion?
Please say yes.
Watch this space. Watch this space.
But first, Mel wants to set the record straight today.
You'll always be a part of my heart, Eddie. I've got no bad feelings.
If you could say anything to Eddie now.
Okay, why would she say that, Terry? Obviously, all she has is are bad feelings. I don't have any bad feelings. Whatever.
Well,
why are you trashing the man's good name?
How is she trashing him?
She's being very respectful, actually. In the
yes,
interview
she
here about
is.
him.
There's no bigger way to trash a man than to say that he's denying his parental responsibilities. I mean, that you think men just we don't bleed, we don't wound when we hear things like that? If we are in the position to have to hear a woman say things like that, you don't think it affects us? You think it has no effect whatsoever? That's about as insulting as it gets.
Well, when he's the one who initially has denied the child, and then now all of a sudden doesn't want to step up and do the DNA.
All right, fine. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to be mad, but don't make it like all I have are good feelings for Eddie. Don't all of a sudden trash him in public and then in the next breath say that you have nothing but good feelings for him, that you don't have any bad feelings for him, because obviously you do.
Well, she admits being hurt.
His good name.
She admits being hurt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. She admits being hurt, and then be honest, and don't all of a sudden lie and say, I don't have any bad feelings for him. Just stay consistent. That's all I'm asking. Is it too much to ask for her to be consistent? Would you please? Can you be consistent, Scary Spice?
La la la. Wait and see. Watch this space. Watch this space.
But first, Mel wants to set the record straight today.
You'll always be a part of my heart, Eddie. I've got no bad feelings.
If you could say anything to Eddie now, what would you say?
You're riddled with bad feelings, you liar.
I just think be responsible. I don't think it's a very good representation for a black father in 2007.
She had to bring race into it.
Oh, jeez.
What, white fathers don't have to be responsible?
Yep. Have fun, lady.
See ya. I'm just going to mosey on out.
I just think be responsible. I don't think it's a very good representation for a black father in 2007. You know? Be responsible.
You see that, Terry? See the card she's playing? She's calling on him to now have the whole reputation of the black man involved here. That's what she... she is Scary Spice, isn't she? She's scary. She was Scary Spice, right?
Yeah.
Mel B, yes.
Yes.
Oh, appropriately named. Because now she's putting the weight of the reputation of the black man involved in this equation on his shoulders. Very shrewd there, Scary. Oh, but she has no bad feelings for him. I'm glad about that. Because if she did, she'd be a real terror. She'd be a real thorn in his side, Terry.
Well, but...
I know what you're feeling, Terry. You're saying, well, he has all this coming because he's doing what he's doing. But there's two sides to every story, and we don't know Eddie's story because he ain't saying anything.
Yeah.
which right there, to me, is a sign of guilt. He already knows.
Wow. Well, you don't know that he's not
because
saying anything.
if he's so adamant against this child being his, why is he not already, hey, here's my blood, take it, do it, run it, let's go, let's find out as soon as that child comes out.
I heard he did.
It's not like he can't afford the DNA test.
Well, he's got to crack open the piggy bank, Terry, and when he gets the change together, then yes, he'll get online. But I heard he already did, so what are you talking about? What is everyone talking about that he didn't give a blood test?
I just think be responsible. I don't think it's a very good representation for a black father in 2007. You know? Be responsible.
Wow. Those are fighting words right there.
Maybe they did one, but Scary Spice one's like 2 out of 3. You know? I thought I heard that too. That
you don't think? Yeah, you thought you heard that too. That Eddie Murphy already gave his blood for a blood test for this child's biological makeup to be determined. So what the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on?
She's claiming
here,
that you heard her. She said that she's having a hard time
she's
getting
saying
DNA.
a lot of things. That if she's saying a lot of things that if I'm Eddie Murphy, they may sound like just matter of fact ways of speaking, but these are real, very spear kind of prickly comments here, Terry. These are sharp comments she's making. Are you hearing what she's saying?
A Spice Girls reunion? I mean, come on.
She's probably really...
Why scare the world like that?
She's just pissed she had to sit through Norbert and fake laugh, in the theater next to him. That would piss me off.
Well, we all kind of felt duped by that, but I don't hold that against it.
But first, Mel wants to set the record straight today.
You'll always be a part of my heart, Eddie. I've got no bad feelings.
If you could say anything to Eddie now, what would you say?
Well, I just think be responsible. I don't think it's a very good representation for a black father in 2007. Be responsible.
And you're right there with her, huh, Tari?
Sure, absolutely am. Be responsible.
Ladies and gentlemen, your letters come in at www.thetmanshow.com, and they sometimes go on to become the T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
And the worst part about it is that Steven sings a stupid little silly jingle every time I pick out an email to be the T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
Which really isn't correctly entitled, Terry, because I read a T-Man email of the day
T-Man's
like
email
once
of the
every
day.
week, which has been pointed out, and I'm aware of it. I just want to make sure everyone can hear that I'm aware of it, and I'm not about to change the title of the T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
And Stephen would have absolutely nothing to do on the morning show if he wasn't prepared to say his silly little jingles.
I just call him at like 5 a.m. and tell there's no thing today for you to say a jingle about, so stay home, kid.
Just trying to keep my job, people.
Terry, I'm going to read today's T-Man email of the day. And
T-Man's
as I
email of
pointed
the
out
day.
earlier, everyone seems to think that I'm the expert when it comes to your cheating situations. Well, it happens to be the case, but my expertise ranges in a lot wider areas of the social world than just the cheating world. But maybe these are the ones that are always the most interesting to me. I don't know. Anyway, here's a quick little reading of today's T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
Dear Mr. T-Man, sir, I'm writing you because I want to say I'm writing you because I want to stay anonymous and because I love your show and know you're like the only person who will definitely tell me how it is. I'm a married woman, 24 years old, and happy with my husband. Lately, a coworker of mine who works in another office, so we rarely see each other, have been emailing each other on MySpace.
Dirty.
It started friendly and then drifted into naughty sexual talk. He tells me all the things he would do to me, and it gets me so excited. When I log on and see an email from him, I get all tingly. I've heard you guys talk a lot about crossing the line on your program. Do you think I have? I have no plans to ever let it get any further than this, but I'm feeling kind of guilty anyway because I love my husband. Do you think I'm bad? Signed, Karen. P.S. I want to follow up on whether you ever got that sex tape from the Wisconsin listener.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would like a follow-up on that, too, by the way, since you brought it up. I've been, obviously...
sounds like a no.
In the Bay all week here, Terry. Getting set for tonight's extravaganza. And I'm not where I think we told her to mail it. Did anyone get a package from this Wisconsin female who's going to send her personalized sex tape or no? Anyone checking? Anyone on that or what?
I've checked every day this week and nothing yet.
He stands there when the guy comes in with the mail.
I do.
Really? Good move. Good job. Way to go. That's Vinnie the Pooh, baby. It's all over it for me. Okay. Well, then let that Wisconsin listener know that I hope you send it first class because they're not third class people, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, let me take a break here, Terry. This is the T-Man email of the day. I'm going to then take calls.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you my absolute breakdown on this situation.
Break it down.
She has asked as to whether she's being bad, and I will answer the question for you. And then if you want to answer the question on your own behalf, Terry, you're more than welcome to. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works around here. Letter writer wants to know if she should feel guilty. Everyone has this overdone little sense of, oh, I got all this guilt, please. All right, well, now you got a little preview of how I feel. Anyway, when we get back, I'll give you my in-depth analysis on Karen's email. Ooh. And we'll take calls at 1-866-663-T-Man.
The T-Man Show.
I'm looking forward to seeing Man in the Box. 2007 to this song live. It's a big night in the Bay, don't you know? You got Game 6, the Mavericks and the Warriors.
Whoa.
The game that will, in everyone's mind, decide it all. Don't be so sure that if the Warriors lose tonight, which I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination is going to happen. By the way, what's the point spread for tonight between the Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks? They probably have the Mavericks favored by like 3 points. What do they got?
That's a good, solid question. We're going to have the answer to shortly.
Wow.
Don't
How many
be
did
surprised. Knowing Vegas, I'm thinking that Dallas would be a 3.5 point favorite.
It is a 2.5-point line.
Dallas by 2.5.
Yes.
So they have in the Bay, in Oakland, Dallas favored to win this game. Is that something the people around here who are heading to this game, who are lucky enough to have tickets, are going to take lying down?
You should take it personal.
Absolutely take that personally. Absolutely take that personally. Absolutely take every vocal decibel you were able to notch that building up to in Game 2 and 3 and take it to yet another height and have them take an absolute load of their pants before they even tip the ball off at center court.
Go Warriors!
I'm not talking about the fans. I mean the Dallas Mavericks getting all scared of what kind of environment they're going to be dealing with for 4 quarters.
It could be the last time you scream for another year.
I don't believe so, but yes, absolutely, it has to be considered as a possibility. Now, and not only do you have that going on, you have the San Jose Sharks who beat Detroit again last night, right? They didn't win. Oh man, when I was watching that game, I turned it off. They were in control of that game. They lost. Overtime? Wow. I know you love hockey, Terry. You're a big hockey fan? Is that right? The Mariners are now with a winning record, if you can believe that.
There's
a lot of sports stuff happening, Terry.
I know.
Barry Bonds had the game-winning hit last night. Another home run.
Oh, jeez.
A lot going on.
And nothing bigger than the T-Man email of the day.
T-Man's email of the day.
Let me give you a quick response on this, and then we'll move forward, Terry, and we can take calls on this or anything else you want to talk about. The lines, anytime you want to talk, are open at 1-866-663-T-Man. I am opening them right now, as a matter of fact. Dear Mr. T-Man, sir, I will read this one more time, and then I will give you my answer to her questions, Terry. She has very direct questions. I have very direct answers for a change.
Okay.
All
right.
Dear Mr. T-Man, sir, I'm writing you this because I like to... How should I write this? I'm writing you this because I want to stay anonymous and because I love your show, and I know you're like the only person who will definitely tell me how it is. I'm a married woman, 24 years old, and happy with my husband. Lately, a coworker of mine who works in another office, so we rarely see each other. We've been emailing each other on MySpace. It started friendly and then drifted into naughty sexual talk. Now you can see how that could happen, Terry. Emailers, back and forth, this, that, the other. You've sent your 7th or 8th email back, and all of a sudden someone chucks in a more proper type email, a little sexual innuendo, and the other person picks up on them. Before you know it, you're slapping each other around through the email system of the world. You know how it is, how that could happen, Terry. There's nothing to be speaking about as far as this woman's, how she could let this happen. It could happen to anyone, right or wrong, even to the great Terry B. Free. Correct or incorrect? Of course it's correct. Let's move on.
I'm glad you answered my question for me.
Well, Terry, I know the answer. There's no reason for you to answer because, as I said, it could happen to anyone. It happens all the time. Emails go back and forth, and you're on your 7th or 8th response to the original email, and before you know it, you've drifted into some little conversation. You're wondering how it even started.
If you go back and forth 7 times, it needs to get dirty.
Wow, Stephen loves it.
It can't help but get dirty in this world of ours. So let's see where we left off.
Because you do have control, and you.
Let's see where we left off in the email, and then it can save you a little primpy thoughts there.
Oh, geez, primpy thoughts now.
I don't even know what that means. It started friendly and then drifted into naughty sexual talk. He tells me all the things he would do to me, and it gets me so excited. When I log on and see an email from him, I get all tingly. I've heard you guys talk a lot about crossing the line. Do you think I have? I have no plans to ever let it get any further than this, but I'm feeling kind of guilty anyways because I love my husband. Do you think I'm bad? Signed, Karen. P.S. I want to follow up on whether that girl from... All right. Karen.
Yes, Tina.
No. Karen, it's very simple. If it stays like this, you've done absolutely nothing wrong.
That's not me. That's Terry.
Terry, you are not allowed to have control of the buzzer.
Oh,
Back off my
It's
buzzer.
a very sophisticated piece of technology, the
Yes.
taboo buzzer that we took out of the little game box there.
You're not equipped to handle it. You haven't taken
We
the training
have
course.
high-tech equipment on the T-Man in the Morning Show. You know how he loves to do it, Terry? And you are not allowed to grab the taboo buzzer without 3 persons' written consent. And that one of them has to be me.
Oh,
Yes.
You would have thought it had peanut butter on it the way she grabbed it. Jerked it out.
Terry
of my
just
hand.
reached out and grabbed the buzzer that's
I did
usually
because he
in
wouldn't
your
buzz
possession,
it.
hot shot.
Yeah, I'm not buzzing on that.
I asked him to buzz.
Terry, it happens to be the fact that she has absolutely done nothing wrong unless she lets it get to a further extent. Just emailing back and forth and exchanging. Hey, Terry, we are not condemned by our thoughts. We are not condemned by our words. The thought police don't come and arrest you. If that was the case, there wouldn't be a person walking the planet in a free fashion. We would all be incarcerated. It's not about thoughts. It's about actions in this world. How difficult is this? Why do people have to get all bent out of shape and breathe so uneasy? Everyone take a breath and breathe easy. Would you please? This is the world that we're living in. Understand it as well as I do. We are not persecuted for our thoughts. Deeds, not words. So if you were to cross the line and actually get together with this guy and start acting out these things, then maybe we'd have somewhat of a violation here.
We have a violation.
I am not asking you, Terry. I'm not asking for your opinion yet. Maybe the point will come where I do ask for your opinion. At that point, you can respond. Right now, I'm answering because it seems like she wrote me. You're available to be written on the tmanshow.com. Did you get an email from quote-unquote Karen? Did you?
No.
Answer me.
No.
Okay, then I don't think she's really asking for you to respond. She's looking for the T-Man to tell her the way it is. And I'm going to tell her the way it is. Don't get all worked up with all this guilty emotion that has been impressed upon you by all the religious, overzealous folk. Hey, I'm not knocking religion. I love my religion, and I am very proud of people who are religious. But there tends to be this overwhelming predisposition of those so quick to feel guilty. Be guilty for your actions, not your thoughts. You've done nothing wrong. Unless, of course, it goes to another level. So my advice to you is keep it as it is. Then every once in a while, pick your spots and have an extramarital affair.
Oh!
That would be wrong. I just want her to be aware of that, yes, would be a situation that if she wrote me about that, I would have to tell her that absolutely is a clear-cut violation. But you probably got away with it, so who's
Right. So
yes.
Let's start a religion where that's okay.
Terry, I already know. Believe me, we've been through these type of situations enough to know where you stand on this.
Yeah, you do.
You're ridiculously bent out of shape over stuff like this. For some reason, you even think stuff like this is like a bigger violation than meeting someone for a nooner and then calling it off.
It's an emotional thing.
Oh,
okay?
don't give me the emotional police. You know what? You want to be the chief of the emotional police? Is that what you want to be knighted right now? Should I give you a badge and just put the emotional police wording on your badge, Terry? Is that what you want? Do you want to start a precinct, the emotional police?
I think I'd have a large force if that's the case. Because, I mean, it's one thing to keep the thoughts to yourself.
But you'd be
but
improperly
you're not
impounding people who have done nothing wrong.
No, she is emotionally cheated on her spouse. She would say the same thing if it was the reverse. If
wouldn't be happy.
No, she would not.
Whatever, she would be all right. She
No,
would be
she
like, well, why?
wouldn't.
She would. There's absolutely. I think there's something to be said about someone who finds out about their significant other having these kind of conversations, and they should take some self-inventory. Why is he so distracted by people outside of our marriage? What is he not getting in our marriage? Where is he not fulfilled? Not that I've done anything wrong, that person should say to themselves, but how maybe can I put some Bactine on the wound here that obviously is leading him to be fulfilled elsewhere. What can we do to strengthen our marriage? But as far as saying he's violated to the point, or just violated in general, or especially to the point where you feel wronged and at the point of no return as far as a breakdown in the marriage, that's ridiculous.
But emotions are much more connected. You know, I mean...
Tari, we already talked about how this all began. It began with a little cordial, friendly, worker-to-worker email, and before you knew it, it's subtly morphed into something else. And it took on a life of its own.
Which she allowed to take
it for a little bit.
She took the bait.
Yeah.
And shouldn't have.
Well, and that's the thing, is that you have control. It's not like she was in a drunken stupor. I mean, the minute he sent you some kind of, innuendo or something that may be a little risque, you can stop that. You can say, hey, I'm married. I love my husband. This is inappropriate.
Or just don't even respond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll get the idea.
Right. Just say, we need to keep this on a professional, friendly basis. Enjoy your friendship, but that's as far as it goes.
And get into the Post-it notes?
Yeah. You don't need that.
Bait. Everyone likes to throw in, whether they recognize what they're saying or not, these overdone religious references, like the forbidden apple, the forbidden fruit, the original sin. Is that what happened here, Stephen? She took a bite where she didn't need to clench her teeth. Is that right?
She's obviously feeling guilty about it now, or she wouldn't have written the letter. So if
she's not sure what to feel, I'm telling her. If Karen's listening, she knows not to feel overwhelmed with any kind of guilt. You've done nothing wrong.
And that's what she's looking for you to tell her, even though she feels that way.
And she knows she has done something wrong.
She's done nothing wrong.
She just wants you to pacify her, to make her feel a little bit better, and so she can get rid of the guilt.
Yes. Maybe I just understand more than you. Maybe I just understand the way punishment should be properly doled out. And in this case, maybe a mild little slap. All right, you shouldn't really be doing that, but you haven't really done anything wrong. I mean, how many times should you be condemned? Where do you want to end the persecution of people's thoughts then, Tari? You're walking into a very, very scary area. This is just people exchanging their thoughts. They are not acting upon it.
Oh.
It's deeds, not words in this world that matter. Okay?
If I think about somebody wanting somebody in the office, it's different than telling them that I want them.
Definitely.
A little bit, yeah.
No. I mean, yeah,
But
sure,
still,
you can keep your
it
fantasies and thoughts and have them about somebody, but the minute that you start expressing those thoughts and
she
fantasies,
starts expressing it physically, she'll be a violator.
She is violating because she's opening the door.
Different levels of violation in T-Man's eyes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it's not a violation, but it's not a violation that crosses any serious boundary. I think it's because your actions haven't done anything that is indicative of any type of major violation. You're just getting through the workday. And you go home, and you know what? She probably goes home all worked up that she takes it out on her husband, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And he doesn't know how much he needs to thank this guy who's sending all those emails. By the way.
Thanks for being hotter than me.
Yeah, he's wondering why his wife over the past couple of months is so just enraged with sexual emotion when she rips open the front door. She's ready to tear him apart. This guy wants to buy him all kinds of fruit baskets if he were to find out about all the stuff he's allowed happen in his sex life.
Tempted by the apple once again.
Can't
say no to the fruit basket.
The fruit of another.
It's funny, people used to be tempted by apples.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
We're tempted by someone's apple ass. Mike in San Francisco would like to comment on this. Good morning to you, Mike. How are you, sir?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for calling.
My personal opinion, I've been married for 22 years, and
Congratulations
my
on that.
opinion is that she's committing adultery.
Whoa. That's committing adultery.
Whether she's doing it
Well, Mike,
mentally
you'd be wrong,
or
but you're entitled to your thoughts on this. There would be no... if you're believing that in and of itself is committing adultery, well, then you've opened up a whole new avenue of offenders, and you have skewed the line so drastically that there really is no one out there who hasn't had a moment or many, where they are guilty of committing adultery. Because if you want to make thoughts and words and non-action kind of activities committing adultery, well, then you've opened up a whole new pot of offenders.
Well,
a pot that excludes nobody, Mike, even yourself.
Well, isn't her name Karen? Well, if her husband was doing it to her, how would she feel?
Exactly. She probably wouldn't feel great. We've already addressed that. She'd probably have to take, as I said, some inventory. Okay, where's the boo-boo in our marriage that needs to be worked on here? Because my husband is looking for outside attention to satisfy some need that's not being fulfilled, and maybe I can help him out in. Not that I'm required to help him out because I'm doing something wrong.
Something is not being fulfilled.
For her, right. That is true. That's true. Then she needs to take self-inventory.
With all of this.
She needs to talk to her husband about what's not satisfying her. She doesn't need to talk to somebody else.
The letter writer wants to know if she's guilty of any kind of violation that she should feel guilty about. And the answer is no. She's guilty of a violation of some small proportion, but nothing that isn't just your basic human nature.
Yeah, but
in
on the same page, she goes home after this guy has been telling her all this stuff and goes home and makes love to her husband, thinking of who?
All right. Well, so what? Everyone who thinks of somebody else, everyone who thinks of someone else when they're having sex with their spouse is guilty of a crime?
So why get married then?
I'm sure you're asking yourself the same question every day. Thanks for the call, Mike. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. So everybody, as soon as you start thinking of someone else when you're having sex with your wife, the cuffs should be slapped on you. Hopefully they're on already. And you should be taken away. You've committed a crime.
The emotional
You adulterer. You adulterer.
Embarrassing to get taken away in pink fuzzy cuffs.
To the paddy wagon. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Is it revealing that there's something not completely on course with their marriage in Karen's world? Yes, old letter writer Karen. I think you should try to address where the voids are in your marriage. Now, no marriage, unfortunately, can be completely whole. We're not living in a perfect world. There's always going to be a void, a little spot here or there that could use a bit of repair.
But you go and you talk to your spouse and you work it out together instead of, confiding in someone else. That's what makes a strong marriage.
This is the European version.
Like
the European sirens just sound different for some reason.
Miguel in Everett would like to get on the radio and say his thoughts this morning. Yes, sir?
T-Man, hey, buddy, first-time caller.
Well, what took you so long, Miguel?
I just moved out here.
People usually, when they say first-time caller on a radio show, they usually get applause. They usually get, I'm thinking, what the hell, Miguel? What the hell?
I just moved out here.
Oh, all right.
From California.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I normally agree with you, but I don't agree with you this time. I think she crossed the line when she actually verbalized it. I think you're right in emotions and thoughts. Everybody has these thoughts, and it's just human nature. You're right. But when emotions progress into thoughts or it progress into words eventually progress into action, and nothing may happen this time. But I think over time, repetition, she's going to end up coming across somebody at some point where she will cross that line.
Let me say exactly what you're commenting on. That it's very easily able to shift into these progressions of emails. All of a sudden, we're going to meet for lunch, and who knows where that goes. I can't comment on that. That hasn't happened yet. I can only go on what she has written, and based on what she has written and what she's done thus far, it is not a violation of their marriage vows by any stretch of the imagination.
I think it is, and I think you're telling her.
No,
you're
saying. I heard what you said, and you're saying, and stop clapping, Terry, because you're not even hearing what he said. He's saying that eventually this is going to lead to them getting together and doing something. Now, if that happens, that would be a violation, and she better not get caught if that happens, or she could be in big trouble. But based on what has happened so far, these two exchanging sexual emails, yes, it's indicative of a marriage that has problems that you better recognize if you really want your marriage to stay intact over the long haul, Karen. But if you're trying to sit around feeling all this guilt, do yourself a favor. Take a breath and relax. All right? You're a normal, functioning, pulsating human being. Pulsating in all the right spots.
Aren't women in Karen usually a little hornier than most?
Wow.
Now, Karen, yes, if you want to pull it back a little bit and start using some of these energetic sexual thoughts that you're using on this coworker more towards your husband, that might be well advised. But just based on whether you're some major, horrible, despicable offender, no, you're not. Does she have some work to do, Terry, if she wants to keep her marriage healthy? Absolutely! But that wasn't the question. Don't lose focus, people. I don't. Josh in San Jose. What's up, Josh?
Hey, what's up, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
Hey, this is the first-time caller right here, man. I wouldn't even be calling you guys, but I just need some answers real quick.
Well, that's hopefully why a lot of people call, because we have the answers that you can't find anywhere else. Yes, Josh.
All right, so my situation is that, I was in a 6-year relationship, had 2 kids, 2 beautiful kids, a daughter and a son.
All right, hang on. I always want to get people who have more comments just on this letter so we can move on from it already. Let me go to Lucy in Oakland. Lucy, are you there? Lucy.
Hello?
Yes, Lucy,
Hi.
you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, T-Man.
We'll get to Josh's...
First-time caller.
Well, it's about time, Lucy. Now, it's more understandable for you because we're newer in the Bay, and I'm glad you're out there.
Thank you. I'm actually at school right now. I should be in class, but I had to call in about this
Well, that
girl
makes 2 of us.
and her email. She knows she's wrong because if she wasn't feeling guilty about her actions, she wouldn't have even emailed you in the first place. She's emotionally cheating. She's cyber cheating. And she knows she's way off base because if she caught her man doing it, she'd be pissed off as hell.
And everyone is throwing that out, that if it was a reverse situation, she'd be pissed as hell. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. But she's cyber cheating. Oh, cyber cheating is just going to be put on divorce papers now? Oh, I caught him cyber cheating.
It is, actually. The American Psychological Association said so. People who cyber cheat, they are actually committing adultery. It's grounds for a divorce.
Well, I'm telling you the way it is. And I'm telling you that in the major violation world, this is not coming anywhere close to being any kind of major violation of the vows that you took. Now, as I've now gone on to say numerous times, are there problems in this woman's marriage? Obviously, the chances of that are very high. Can she be working it out? Very easily this could be worked out. Has she done anything that has hit the point of no return as far as being a major kind of adulterous situation? Absolutely not. Not yet, anyway. It's getting close, Karen. It's going to be very easy to pull the trigger on getting to the next level from where you're at right now. But where you're at right now is no real biggie.
Okay, I'll give you that it's not a point of no return because everybody can always return. However, she needs to stop it because she really is going to put a dent in her marriage if she continues at this
She should probably cut it out a little bit, but it'll be a longer workday if she does. She's got to have everyone.
She needs to cut it out. What is she doing at work emailing people anyway? She's supposed to be doing her work.
What are you doing at school that you should be cutting out? What are y'all worried about her work for? What are you all doing at school that you need to be cutting out, Lucy? Be honest with us about that.
Calling radio shows.
I'm actually not cutting class per se. It hasn't started yet, but I would never cut class.
You have a boyfriend, Lucy?
No, I don't date.
You don't date?
Yeah.
She's out on dating, Terry.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back.
Why have you decided that dating and you aren't something that you're meshing right now in this world? Why are you not dating?
Because I'm in medical school and I can't afford to date because I don't have any time to even sleep, let alone date.
So you've decided, commitment-wise, you're putting full focus on work-related future issues.
Right.
And if you're to lose any focus, if you're even to allow 1% of your focus to go towards any kind of social situation, you won't be the person you want to be in this business world of ours.
I would fail medical school if I did because too many people I know have too much relationship drama.
Whatever. Give yourself more credit than that, Lucy. I think you have enough smarts that you could have a little balance in your life and not be this one-trick Lucy that just is so focused on business that the parade of the social world goes racing on by you and you never even took part of twirling a baton.
Well, I want to be a neurosurgeon one day, and I can't afford to have time right now to digress from that. You know, there will be guys later on. There will be guys 4 years down the line, 8 years down the line. I'm just not in a rush for it right now. I'm 20 years old, and I don't need that crap.
So by saying that you're not dating, is that you basically saying that you haven't had any kind of sexual relations in any serious period of time?
No, I haven't.
When was the last time you made love to a special someone out there?
I've never made love to a special someone.
Uh-huh. So we have 20-year-old neurosurgeon-to-be Lucy on the line here, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Lucy, Terry?
Wow. Very good.
Wow, Terry says. Terry's even blown away.
Yeah, if I knew what a neurosurgeon was, I'd be
sounds like
impressed.
she's very serious, and what she's doing, knows what she's headed in life, and that's great.
That's an understatement.
That's great.
I mean,
of
guys
course
are going to
that's-
come and go. Guys
Right.
are going to come and go. We're not going to have
Smart
guys
girl.
in the next 4 years. They're not going to be just a shortage of guys all of a sudden. When I'm an MD, I can get me a guy. I don't need a guy right now.
Very good.
Maybe when you lose 200 pounds,
Good
you'll be able to
job.
get a guy. Is that possible?
Why does it always have to be a weight thing?
Yeah,
Why can't
taking Math 90 at the
why-
junior college is a far stretch from being an MD.
Why can't she? I mean, but she's working towards something, and that is, I mean, she's right.
Of course. But why don't you
So
tell us
good
the real
job.
reason she's not interested in guys? Maybe because guys aren't interested in
On the
her.
contrary. On the contrary, okay? On the contrary.
Just ask her
I
for her
am not
MySpace and
a
get
I'd
it
like to
over
throw
with,
you on the
would you?
contrary, baby.
Big word, contrary.
Oh, you're going to be an MD any second now.
You know what? Good job, honey. Good job.
Come
I
operate on my
applaud
brain.
you.
You know the word contrary.
Oh, jeez. Girl, good job. Keep it up.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Well, look forward to hearing you from you again, Lucy. Call us
I
back when
will
you're
be
an all
calling
out.
if I...
I ain't going to no lady doctor.
There she is.
Hey,
Name,
your
sir?
daughter's... Yeah, this is Frankie from San Lorenzo.
Frankie. Cynthia, you have anything to say to Frankie?
Thank you, Frankie.
Oh, boy.
Candidate to meet and greet.
No problem. Can I get some bomb tickets?
No, you should just be happy with the satisfaction knowing that her daughters will be having such a good time tonight. Thank you, Frankie.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Thanks for your help, though.
Yeah.
In San Jose.
I appreciate it.
Well done. Cynthia,
Yeah.
your daughters are going to the show tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
I want Cynthia to be there.
And then at some point, some big, beefy security guards will come calling on them, take them backstage. At the HB Pavilion tonight in the... I just like the visual.
No.
And in the dressing room of Sierra. Go ahead. Forwarded to Sierra's dressing room where they will sit down and meet and greet.
I'm not even going, and I'm so excited.
Cynthia George.
I'm extremely good.
That is what true parental love is all about.
Thank you. Thank you. How do I get there?
Oh, jeez. Hang on the line. Congratulations, Cynthia.
Way to go. Congrats.
Good looking.
Cynthia should
happy
go.
for a check?
I'm single. Don't.
Yes,
Well done,
I
done a good thing.
am.
We did nice.
We did nice.
Okay,
She
good. That
deserved
fills,
it. So did
that
her
fills
twin
our
daughters.
quota. That fills our quota for the spring. Then very good.
Right.
The T-Man Show.
Have anything going on that's on close?
Well, that's very honest to admit. A guy is not saying he's got a million things working in his favor out there in this world of ours. Terry's saying he's got nothing going on right now. He wants to go backstage. Oh.
I'm free to go, just, hanging out, trying to have some fun, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, listen. Here's what it's going to come down to. I'm going to put George up against two other listeners, Terry. I don't know who those two listeners are yet, but they're going to state their case in 20 seconds or less as to why they should be backstage with Sierra for a meet and greet, just ravaging through her buffet. I'm going to then let all of us and maybe some listeners decide who the best person is for the situation based on their speech. So, George, again, I'm pressed for time, so I'm going to ask you right now to make an official 20-some-odd second speech as to why George from, where are you calling from again?
Redwood City.
Why George from Redwood City should be the guy who, in a last-minute situation, gets the luxury, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to not only go to a big show like tonight, but to go backstage and meet one of the biggest headliner artists that the show has. State your case at this time.
All right, let's see. I'm George, Red City. I'm extremely good looking. About to join the military in a few months. Almost finished with college. Don't have much going on. I have a lot of money. Let's see what else. I'm super, super fun to be with, and there's just one of me. And the whole...
Hey, you know what? Let the guy finish. Go ahead, yes.
I had 20 seconds.
Yeah. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, well, you want me to go again?
No, are you done? I'm sorry, I didn't hear your dramatic conclusion.
And I'm just here.
All right, a couple of questions based on your speech. You said you have a lot of money, yet you're joining the military. Usually those things don't mesh. It'd be lovely if you were to say, yes, I'm loaded, and yet I want to join the military, but I don't see that happening just on every street corner. So have you already signed up for the military? Are you in one of the forces, and if so, which one?
I'm going to finish college first. I plan on being an officer for the Marine Corps. So in order to be one, you have to, have a college degree, which is what I'm working on right now. So as soon as I finish that,
so you're already enlisted in the Marines, George, or no?
No, not yet. But
you just plan to when you get around to it. I see. And you said you have a lot of money. What does that mean? What kind of long paper are we talking about here?
I'm involved with real estate ventures and some light investment on the side.
All right. There's George in Redwood City. Any other follow-up questions for George? Any questions that anyone has to know more about George? Because eventually we're going to decide between George and two others, Terry.
I'm wondering why you and the girlfriend broke up again?
We
didn't break up. She's buried in my backyard.
Well, I know. Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Why did you break up with your girlfriend recently, George?
It just wasn't working out. She was moving out to another state, college and stuff.
She was moving out, so I thought I'd break up with her. All right. Anyway, there it is. She was moving out of the city to go to a college. There's George. That's candidate number one, Terry.
He's my favorite so far.
George.
George has a 33% chance to go backstage and meet Sierra, believe it or not. Can you believe the position that he's in right now? Let's find contestant number two. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I'm from San Leandro.
Nicole, you have 20 seconds. I don't know if you've been listening as closely as maybe you should be. I don't know if you're aware of what kind of situation you've kind of fallen in on here. I'm going to make you candidate number two, and you're going to have 20 seconds to explain to us who you are and why you should be backstage to meet and greet with Sierra. Go for it.
All right, my name is Nicole from San Leandro. I just got a manager position, and I have a little niece named Michaela that loves Sierra to death, has every CD, does her dance moves, and this would be my treat. Her birthday was last month on the 5th, and I didn't really get to do anything because I didn't have any money, and this would be the awesome treat. And there's my 20 seconds.
Terry, does Sierra really want to be subjected to somebody's niece who they obviously just way over-evaluate how talented they are, doing little whirly-twirlies in her dressing room before the big show tonight, Terry? Is that what Sierra needs?
Well, I think the thrill from a little girl is pretty exciting.
So you would take your niece with you. Is that what you're saying? What's your name again?
My name is Nicole.
Nicole, you would be taking your niece if you were to get the meet and greet backstage passes and the tickets to tonight's show. Would be you and your niece going on this once-in-a-lifetime experience. That goes without saying, right?
Just take a picture.
Yeah, screw you, kid. I'm taking my boyfriend.
Is that? I want to make sure that's clear. That's who you'd be taking, your niece?
Yes, that will be clear.
She's playing the little niece card, Terry. She's pulling on our heartstrings by saying, oh, don't deprive her niece of meeting her idol, who she knows all the dance moves of. Okay, any final thoughts, any questions for Nicole, who's trying to win? We have Nicole and George so far.
So the military strings, the kid strings, next will be cancer. Okay.
Whoa, dude.
No questions for Nicole?
No, she seems really nice.
Are you sure that the niece can go on a school night? You're positive she can make it?
Yeah, and how old is she, really quick?
How old is your niece, and are you sure she'll be able to go tonight to San Jose?
Yes, we're going to go tonight. She's actually 11.
Do you already have tickets to go tonight, and you're just hoping to get backstage now, or you weren't planning on going at all?
We weren't planning on going at all. I just got a manager position, and I've yet to get my check, and so I was going to surprise her, but then I never got my check. Damn it.
So you're not going to the show if you don't win right now?
No.
No, we
Wow.
weren't. No. And then I listened this morning because today was my day off. I listen to you guys every morning. I tried to call in yesterday.
She's saying
and
all
then
the
I
right
just
things,
called
Tari.
right now.
Nicole, you are contestant number 2. Hang on the line.
Number 2.
Wow. Should George and Nicole debate right now? Oh, wait. Let's find contestant number 3. You're on the air. Well, this person is calling from the Northwest. Let me just put them on hold and give them domestic, import and domestic car show tickets. We got to figure out who's going backstage here. I need contestant number 3. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I wanted to see if I can get tickets.
Well, what a set of circumstances you have walked in on. You are contestant number 3. Who's this?
Cynthia.
You better turn that radio down pretty damn quick, or else your contestant number 3 status is going to be gone before you even know it hit you.
My radio is down.
Turn it all the way down, baby. It's better
all
than
the
to
way
hear the show
down.
once. Okay. Your name is what again now?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Not Cynthia. Cynthia, Terry. She wants to be
Cynthia.
special. Anyone can be Cynthia. She's got to stand out and be Cynthia.
I wanna
Cynthia, you
get
sound
tickets.
kind of up there in years. How old are you?
I'm pretty old. I'm a mom.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
But I
How
want
old
to
are you?
for my
Can you
daughter.
just answer the question, Cynthia. So you're not even going to try to win for yourself.
I'm
You're not even
38
going to go.
years old.
Oh Lord! So you're not even going to go. You're not even going to go if you win.
I want
You're
to
not
get
even. Gonna...
tickets for my daughters.
Would it
my
be you and your
daughters
daughter?
really want to go. My
Would it be
twin
you-
daughters. They're 17 years old.
Should we even let her make a speech if she's not going to be going backstage, Terry?
They've been begging me to go.
All right, we're going to let this happen. We're going to let you make the speech. We're going to let you be contestant number 3. You have 20 seconds to state your case, Cynthia. Go ahead.
I am a single mom with 3 kids of my own, and I also take care of 2 nieces that live with me. My twin daughters are 17, and they've been begging me to go to this concert. And my son is too young to go, so he's not going. But I think my daughters deserve to go because they've been doing great in school, and they're about to graduate.
Great by who? Great by whose standards in school, Cynthia? What kind of grades are they getting?
They're doing great by my standards.
What kind of grades are they getting? Let's see, they're doing
They're
great
getting-
by everyone's standards.
They're getting B's and C's, and that's
Oh,
good
that's
enough
great by
for
my
me.
standards.
There you go.
That's good enough for anyone. I don't know why anyone should work so hard to get A's. Anyhow, what
And
city
I'm
are
a
you
single mom, and I think they're doing excellent. I'm doing a great job with my kids.
Easy now. Stop patting yourself in the back. You're going to hurt yourself. What city are you calling from, Cynthia?
I'm at work now. I'm in Berkeley.
And, okay, Cynthia from Berkeley is contestant number 3.
You know,
We
Dave?
have Nicole from I don't remember where she's from. San Leandro is contestant number 2, and we have George from Redwood City as contestant number 1.
Okay.
Now, why don't, real quick, why doesn't George from Redwood City, everyone turn the radio down, tell Cynthia why she shouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell over you to win this thing? George, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want to rule yourself out, or would you rather tell Cynthia why she shouldn't have a shot to win this thing over you?
Wait, me?
Yes, George.
No, I mean, come on, man. I'm top notch. I mean, this way is just a mom with her little kids. I mean, I don't really see the point of her going or her kids. I mean, please.
Nicole, tell George why he's an idiot and he should stay home tonight.
Oh, wow. Tell him why he's an idiot,
Yes, please.
or explain why I believe I should go with my niece instead of him.
You already done that more than enough times.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. All right.
Okay, let's just give it to Cynthia because the other 2 don't even know what the
Terry, your
hell's
votes for
going on.
Cynthia?
Yes.
I'm gonna take a little listener vote to 5. A little race to 5. Let the listeners decide who should go. Cynthia, George, or Nicole. We're talking about Backstage with Sierra, and your vote counts. Let me clear the lines, get some voters on the line. You will decide, ladies and gentlemen, who gets to go backstage. George, Redwood City. Nicole from San Leandro. Cynthia from Berkeley. And you have to pronounce her name right for her vote to be registered. You're on the air. Who should go?
Hello?
Yes, your vote, please.
Are you speaking with me?
I'm asking you to vote right now, right here.
Okay, I think George should be deleted out and I should be put in.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's not the question.
I don't think you're actually going to get a vote because
Yeah,
people
jeez.
are totally looking out for themselves in this situation. So
If he was a dickhead, might get a vote, though, I bet.
Mm-hmm. You're on the air. You all have been ruled out, but you can vote now for either George, Nicole, or Cynthia. Your vote, please.
I think Cynthia should go. George's an idiot.
You're on. Is that a vote? Should I count that? Terry?
Yes.
He didn't
Yeah,
say
Cynthia.
He didn't say Cynthia.
Oh, jeez.
She likes to be called. She goes out of her way to be called Cynthia. Terry. I don't know of any Cynthia.
You can call her whatever you want if she wins, probably.
right.
Hello?
Yeah, your vote, please.
Yeah, I want Cynthia from Berkeley to go.
Okay, that vote is an official one. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Cynthia with her twin girls.
Wow.
Cynthia's gonna win this. It looks like you're on the air. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Cynthia.
That doesn't count. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Hello? I'd like
Your vote,
Cynthia.
please.
I'd like Cynthia to go.
Okay, that's still not a vote. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Cynthia.
That's a vote. You're on. It's gonna be a shutout. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Hello?
Your vote, please.
Hello?
Oh, jeez. Terry, it seems like Nicole, who just became a manager, didn't win anyone over with that very impressive little status that she has now. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Car show tickets.
All right, hang on. You're on the air. Your vote,
that was
please.
pretty easy for her.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Your vote, please, sir. Time is short, please.
Cynthia, of course. The George guys are more...
Oh, jeez. A moron, I think, was the word. If Cynthia gets one more vote, she will have shut out the competition, and her daughters will be going backstage to see Sierra.
So Cynthia is still in first place, but Cynthia's in second place.
Cynthia's like second to Cynthia.
You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Double winner.
Did you guys get rid of the Sierra thing already?
We're trying.
Yeah,
we're
we're
trying.
desperately
So hard.
You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Hello?
Yes, your vote, please.
Hey, yeah, I'm voting for George.
Wow.
George out of nowhere.
Off the
It's
schneid.
off the schneid.
I love the
It's my
schneid.
turn. You're on the air. Your vote, please. Your vote, please. Your vote, please.
Hey, yeah, I'm voting for George.
That doesn't count as a double
Here's another
vote.
vote, Terry. I think he's
Double
got
vote.
2. Even though it was the radio and 7-second delay,
No.
George has got 2 votes.
No, he doesn't.
You're on the air. Your vote, please. George is going to come out of nowhere. Your vote, please.
As Sopapia should win it, but I'm looking for some car show tickets.
All right, hang on. You got some tickets. You're on the air. Your vote, please.
Hello?
Yes, your vote, please.
I think I should be part of the...
Oh, jeez.
Told you.
You're on the air. She needs just one more vote to make
I
it
know
official.
she
Your
does.
vote, please.
George.
Oh, look at George. He's got 3 votes.
Are you serious? Oh,
George, you're going to pull it out.
And then you get kicked out for that.
George. I think George fell asleep.
I think
George.
so, too.
George,
Well,
you with me? You got 3
yeah, I'm
votes,
with you.
dude. You got 3 votes.
I know, man. I mean, it would be blasphemy if I don't go. I mean, it just wouldn't be right, man. I mean, that would be blasphemy. Seriously. I mean,
He may be
no
what
way.
the last guy
I gotta
said.
go, man.
You may pull it out. We'll have to wait and see. Cynthia looked like an absolute lock of the century, and now she's in serious jeopardy. Nicole, you may want to just pack it in right here. You want to just hang up or what? You haven't gotten any votes. You've won over nobody, Nicole. You have anything to say about this or what? Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay. I can just go on my own. You're on the air. Your vote, please. This could decide it.
Cynthia.
Oh, yes! So just when it started.
Yes!
Let me get some bump tickets.
Just when it started looking. Who's this?
Frankie from San Lorenzo.
Frankie from San Lorenzo. Why don't you say hi to Cynthia? Because your vote made it so that her daughters can go backstage with Sierra tonight. Cynthia is on the line. Do you want to thank George? Or what's her
Hey,
name?
Cynthia.
What's your name,
your
sir?
Daughters... Yeah, this is Frankie from San Lorenzo.
Frankie. Cynthia, you have anything to say to Frankie?
Thank you, Frankie.
Oh, boy.
No problem. Can I get some bomb tickets?
No, you should just be happy with the satisfaction knowing that her daughters will be having such a good time tonight. Thank you, Frankie.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Thanks for your help, though.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well done. Cynthia,
Yes.
your daughters are going to the show tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
I want Cynthia to be there.
And then at some point, some big, beefy security guards will come calling on them, take them backstage. I just like the visual.
No.
And escorted to Sierra's dressing room where they will sit down and meet and greet.
I'm not even going, and I'm so excited.
Cynthia, that is what true parental love is all about.
Thank you. How do I get there?
Oh, geez. Hang on the line. Congratulations, Cynthia.
Way to go. Congrats. Ow!
Cynthia
You
should
happy
go.
for her, Terry? Is that
Yes,
well done?
I
Is that a good
am.
thing? We did nice.
We did nice.
Okay,
She
good. That
deserved it.
fills,
So did
that
her
fills our
twin
quota.
daughters.
That fills our quota for the spring. Then very good.
Right.
The T-Man Show.
It's going to be a big day, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Congratulations to Cynthia.
Woo!
Oh, was that a special warming of your heart, cockles, Terry, kind of moment or what?
Yes, I think she deserved it.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Truly
All right.
appreciate
And,
the experience.
ladies and gentlemen, the last pair that I have to give away, that we'll be giving away on the T-Man in the Morning Show to the Bomb 2007, the biggest concert of calendar year for the Bay Area, is going to be given away in the after show. That's right, Terry. I'm talking about the after show, the same after show where Stephen Kilbreath will reveal a very special, never known before little ditty about himself that I'm sure everyone is hanging on. And we're going to give away 3 pairs of global import and domestic car show tickets. That's right, I'm talking about the after show, which can be only listened to on the internet. It will not be heard on any radio in this country or world of ours. It can only be punched up at www.thetmanshow.com, and the after show begins in 30 seconds.
The T-Man Show.
I'm gonna,
Let us know.
Yep, I'm gonna let you know.
What's that?
I'm gonna stay around so I can get information.
18, 17, 16.
God,
15 seconds.
Well, I was at the right time, by the way,
free.
for counting
Were
down,
you?
you jackass.
Oh, get on.
I hope people have tuned in early to the after show. They're hearing greatness.
They hear how mean Stephen really is to people.
That's right. Stephen is really a mean bastard.
Yeah, it's very true.
Countdown to the after show in 3,
Or
2,
I say,
and 1. Hey!
oh my gosh!
Oh, Vinnie, how are you? I'm such a nice guy.
Somebody touch my beast.
Ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen, yes, we are heading into a very big weekend, and you have joined us here on the after show at www.thetmanshow.com. Your Cinco de Mayo, only 2 days away.
Oh, can't wait.
I know.
And as promised, a lot of giveaways. For those of you who have punched up www.thetmanshow.com, you'll be given code words to prove to us that you are listening on the intranet right now, invented to you by Al Gore. And we will be giving away the final pair of Bomb 2007 tickets on this program, and we will be giving you some global import and domestic car show tickets. But first, Terry's going to give us her final story of the morning, the after show specially picked story of the morning.
Awesome,
What did you
okay.
leave out on the radio portion of the show, Terry?
I'm wondering, is this like a leftover that didn't quite make the cut, or is this specially
It's a
picked?
Good one, I
Didn't
think.
really know how to bill it. I thought I'd try to sell it pretty
Okay,
well
I'm
there,
wondering.
but
Yeah, maybe you did.
I would like Terry to maybe start thinking about a special story
Ooh,
that she'll be giving
wow.
only for after-show purposes. But I don't know if she really did that today. I was just pretending. What do you got, Terry?
I actually have a story here about a couple in Wisconsin who was looking at a house with their real estate agent when they were shocked to discover that the 55-year-old homeowner was dead in her bed.
Don't.
Oh, I can't believe I heard that on the after show.
That is show.
So did they still want a hefty price for their home or what? Or is it a discount? Or what's the deal as far as purchasing a home with a dead person in it, Terry?
Well,
Did you
I
get a little
think you
rebate or what?
just
Who
get
the
out.
hell? Who do you ask?
Right.
I mean, who knows? The
Will you
owner's
take
dead.
$1? Sure.
Yeah, done.
House has been good to you? All right. Anyway, well, that's
Why are you
Terry.
moving?
Wonderful, wonderful story that unfortunately people who only could listen to this show on the radio didn't hear.
That's right.
A little special story for those listening on the internet during the after show. Now, Stephen Kilbreath, in 30 seconds or less, or else I'll bore us to death, is going to tell us something very special about himself that nobody, even including us, Stephen, I want to be blown away by something new that I have never heard about you. What do you got?
Well, it was definitely difficult for me to think of something because I knew my turn was next, and I was up all night the other night thinking about what I was going to say. It's actually a true story that I was up thinking about it.
And since believe me, I don't need to hear the true story. I believed it from the second you said it. Since he's been stressing so much about telling the story, Terry, and has been racking his brain to find a story that suits our needs for this kind of moment, let's make him think about it that much more and save it for tomorrow. All right, let's find the last tickets that you'll be getting on the T-Man in the Morning Show. Oh, by the way, Vinnie the Pooh is still hanging around the studio, knowing that in just hours from now, him and Angel will be on the bomb prowl. Is that your voice that I hear, Vinnie the Pooh?
That's
You excited?
right.
You got your gear on yet? You haven't put your bomb outfit. You haven't put your concert attire on yet. Do you have your clothes that you'll be wearing to the show on right now, or what?
I do.
Really?
I got my
You don't
stunner
change
shades.
You don't change after every set?
Every segment? No. I used to.
No, after every set during the show, you don't change your clothes?
No.
That'd be kind of cool if you went to a concert and every time the performer is done and the next one comes on, you just change clothes there in the audience.
That'd be kind of cool.
You think you'd change out of your plane flying clothes, too, when you got
Well,
there.
I would think that, but I'm landing and then I'm going straight to the...
I don't know if you just read between the lines on what Steven just said, but he says it's pretty ghetto of you to be flying in the same
ghetto,
clothes
Steven?
that you'll be wearing to the concert. Are you prepared to rebut that comment or what?
Is that true, Stephen?
Well, I have to have plain. Maybe it's because I'm big. I have to have plain flying clothes because it's hot on the plane.
Don't backpedal on it. It's amazing when people aren't aware that they've been insulted. He was just kind of challenging you, saying, "Oh, you think you're such a big timer, and yet you're going to be wearing the same clothes to the concert that you're wearing right now? How lame is that?" Is basically how I translated what he just said there to you.
Well, unlike, Stephen, I don't have major perspiring problems to soil the clothes that I will be wearing to the event this evening.
But to wear something for 24 hours, let's be honest, you're probably going to have that on in the morning tomorrow morning.
I have a change of clothes in that bag right there.
But why would you change and be fresh for the show? I mean, you've been wearing this
Where am I
stuff
Where would I
since 4
change
o'clock
that if I land and
Where
then
are you
go
staying? Are you staying somewhere? You guys staying in that
Well,
hotel?
that's after
Maybe
the show.
check in.
You said for the show. I don't have a chance to change before the show.
Smell like an airplane, though. There is a distinct smell.
Greatest after show of all time.
It's great.
Smell like old pillows and salty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
You're
You'll
willing
probably
to
still be able to
smell
pull the
like-
women, but smelling like airplane.
Vinnie the Pooh, they're telling you, they're giving you warning that you're going to smell like planter salty nuts. Are you ready for that?
I'm not ready for that. Maybe I should change into the Plan B fit, but I don't know.
Smell like nuts and barf bags. It would be great.
I would absolutely change before the show.
no question.
No question. Done.
All right, the code word for today
I'll change.
to win the code word
You
to
got it.
win valuable prizes on the after show is sweaty pits. What did you say, Steven? What did you say? You said airplane sweat.
I said you smell like pillows and salty nuts.
Barf bags.
Mm-hmm. All right, give me the code words for today for the winners to prove that they've been listening on the internet. What's the words that have stood out so far on the after show? What do you got? Somebody. Okay, there it is. Da, ooh, ah. Perfect. First one to call and say da, ooh, ah is going to win their choice of prizes. Who's this?
This is Leandra. Calling
Your
from
name-
Seattle, from Marysville.
All right, it's Marysville and Seattle, kind of a decent walk. There's
I
a
was
difference.
looking for car tickets. I was wondering if it's too late.
Well, you have to give us the code words, the after-show code words, Leandra. Do you know the after-show code words?
No, I just got out of my
Okay.
car. Did you just
Yeah,
recently
so you're not
do
even
it?
listening on the internet. You're not allowed to be on the air right now. For shame. This is the after show. For people who have punched up www.thetmanshow.com, not people who have just hung on their phones, who listen to the radio portion of the show. Now the Rose! You're on the air. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm trying to win me some car show tickets.
Do you know the after show code words, sir?
What's that?
Of course not, because he's in his car and he's not listening to...
Yeah.
You're not listening to the after show?
Yes, I am. I just have my radio turned down, so I've been trying to call you.
Why don't you turn it up and see what's on then?
Steven's a regular CSI.
You're on the air. Who's this?
Zenobia.
Zenobia. Have you been listening to the after show?
Yes.
Do
Well,
you know the
I was trying to navigate through the system. I'm on now clear. I had to go back and come back in.
Oh, jeez. I bet you wish you had a nickel for the comments.
No, this is my first time doing this. It really is.
Oh, yeah, that's what they all say. Now,
You guys
do you know
are
the
wrong.
Yes. Do you know the after show code words? Yes or no?
No, that's what I just heard him talking to this other caller about. I missed it. I had to, like I said, I was trying to navigate through the system, and I was on Wednesday.
Save that story for somebody else, please.
Yes. You're on the air. Does anyone out there know the after show code words?
Yes, I do. You said heck of stuff. Y'all was like, and y'all saying sweaty pits and everything.
Who's this?
This is Princess Cassandra.
Princess Cassandra. Oh, how
Wow.
pretentious. And where are you calling from, Princess Cassandra?
I'm calling from Oakland right now.
And what can I do for you? What would you like to win?
I want some bomb tickets.
Are you prepared to... were you going to the bomb tonight anyway, or you were just
No.
hoping last chance, last shot? Let me give it a whirl here.
Last shot, I'm a nanny, and today's the only day the little kids don't have a class. I can only
Let me
leave
tell you
out
this.
till 11.
Princess Cassandra in Oakland, you are officially the last winner of tickets that the T-Man in the Morning Show will be giving away to the Bomb 2007 because you knew the after show code words. You're going to the show, you little bad nanny.
Bad nanny.
Dirty, dirty.
Cassandra, did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey, now.
You're going to the show, baby.
I know. Hey, now. I'm excited. I gotta get...
And why are you
hear
going
my
to the
kids
show?
say, yay!
And why are you going to the show? Because you listened to the after show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I ran downstairs. I was like, I gotta get on the internet real fast, real fast.
Yeah, great nanny. I have her in a second. Hang on the line, Cassandra.
Okay.
Way to go. Princess Cassandra, by the way.
Princess Cassandra. That'll be a trivia question in 20, 30 years, Terry. They'll say, well, who was the last winner of tickets to the Bomb 2007? And the answer will be Princess Cassandra.
It's kind of a trick question because you have to be on the after show to know that.
You're on the air. Who's this?
This is Money from Redmond.
Sir, are you listening to the after show right now, yes or no?
Yes, I am.
And the code words for after show winners are what?
You didn't give one. You was like, You didn't
That's
give
all I
it.
needed to hear. Those are the code words. De-oo-ah. Repeat after me.
I can turn up the radio for you if you want. I'm sitting at my desk listening to y'all. Do it every day.
But you're listening on the internet.
Yes.
Okay, and the code
And I always
words are...
tune in to 94.9 because they got better music in between the,
Well,
in
I'm
between
sure our
the
program
commercials.
director in Seattle would love to hear that. All right, why don't you say, to make it official, T-Man, the after show code words are de-oo-ah.
T-Man, the after show code words was ooh-ah.
Close enough. And you would like what, sir? What can I do for you? What can I give you? What kind of tickets would you like?
Man, them car show tickets. I'm
You are
from the Bay, but, man, I can't make it down there by today, so... Yeah, I want them car show tickets.
Wouldn't you love to just be able to zap and be there? Anyway, you're
Man,
going to be
I wish.
rewarded for listening to the after show with car show tickets. Congratulations. What was your name again?
This is Money from Redmond.
Money from Redmond is going to the car show. Congratulations, sir. One more winner. Wherever they may be. Who's this?
Perla.
Your name is what?
Perla.
Perla. Would you like a necklace? Oh, just.
Oh, boy.
Perla, where are you calling from?
Piano.
A diamond,
Okay.
diamond one, right?
Mm-hmm. Necklace, would you tell me what the after show code words are?
Is it A-U-R?
De-oo-ah is more
Oh,
like it.
she missed it.
I want a little more energy out of these people. You know, we really put a lot into it.
Perla.
Yeah.
How can I reward you for listening to the after show this morning?
The global tickets, please.
Global import domestic car show tickets are yours. Congratulations. Welcome to the after show crew of listeners.
Woo!
Are you happy? Are you feeling excited? Do you have any kind of emotion in your body there, Perla, or what?
Yes, I'm excited.
Ah, wow.
That's it.
I
I'm excited.
really feel it. Perla, congratulations. Hang on the line.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Perla and Perla. I'll tell you.
Big fan and Lupinilla. Okay.
It's probably really perky.
Vinnie the Pooh.
Who was the first guest
Just
on
so
the
we
after show?
know,
Lupinilla.
just so we know how to find you, either on the airplane or at the show or the next day in luncheonette. What clothes are you wearing?
Same, yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying even the next day.
Yeah.
What should we be looking for? What do you got on? What's your club, show, concert gear?
I will have some stunner shades upon my face area, and a nice little
What
hoodie.
about blending in the crowd? What else? What else?
I will have a hoodie on, some red and black attire, and yeah. Just look for the
little do-rag on.
Yeah, a little do-rag. I'm going to be the little guy walking through the crowd with the swag.
Little guy.
With the swag.
Yeah,
The swag and the sleaze.
the sleeves, that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you have the inside Skitty on Mr. Skitty, Vinnie the Pooh, and what he'll be wearing. Thank you for joining us on the After Show.